I'm going to try. I had to turn off my
Okay.
computer. I'm on my phone right now, but my computer just turned on, so I'm gonna try.
It's
Nice.
crazy because like the lighting in my basement is so dim that if I open any page, it's like ah. Oh wait, it didn't do it. Fuck. There we go. Ah.
Bam.
We go to a white page like Amazon. You can't even see me.
Whoa!
Whoa, bro.
Whoa! Yeah. The fucking server.
The game is
All right.
paused.
So
What?
I'm launching
What?
Game is
Is
the
paused.
it?
Diamond Dragons. All right. Roy Throner. I'm joining.
Oh my god, look at this.
This is Vonrigh. Look at those little dwarves, bro.
Gotta get in there. Hold
Fucking
on.
rings of power, bro.
Can you guys hear me?
I think we
Yeah,
probably
I
have
hear you.
everyone that's going to be getting here tonight. So let me export something real fast. I've been hard at work this break, and you all will see why.
So I know dwarves are like short and they got stocky legs and all that, but like the one issue I had in Rings of Power is that they're so short and stocky that they had to walk like this.
They're like waddle.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Like they can't move their knees normally. Like their
Right.
god didn't make them with knees that work. What the hell?
Okay, yeah, I think we have everyone. So this is gonna be like a half session. I don't know if you can hear from my voice, but I have a cold.
Suck it up.
I don't have it in me to like actually do a session, but
Aw.
and I haven't really prepared for one.
Probably for his other group.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, no, we're
Oh,
having
look at
sessions all
this.
week. But
This looks like Rings of Power.
Yeah, it's got
a-
Elrond right there.
yeah. So first, what I want to do is I want to walk y'all through some of the stuff that I've added because you have obviously noticed that our landing page is different. It's been formatted to help y'all out with all the Vonrigh going onings. So I want to kind of walk y'all through all of that, and then we can kind of talk about what we're actually going to do tonight. So the first thing that I want us all to click on is the deities tab.
Nice.
So by clicking it, you should all go to the deity scene, which is really cool. And
So cool.
really cool.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's
So here you can look at all the different gods. You can click on the old, and it'll bring you to the old gods. If you double click on their banner, what y'all are gonna find is that if you click on anything, it'll probably bring something up. So you can click on Balma here, and it'll bring up his little article.
Why is Alargian blank?
So is
Good.
Aiden.
Oh wait, really? They are?
Yeah.
You don't
they're
have
all-
permissions. You don't have permissions to execute the macro.
Perfect. See, this is why
the
we do
new
it.
macro in quotation.
Why can't I view my god?
Really,
I can't look at
really.
my gods, David. Both of them.
David, she can
try
see me,
now.
but I can't see her.
Try now.
No. Maybe we need to
Oh,
reset.
I got it now.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah,
got
now it
Balma's.
worked.
Now
I
it
got
worked.
Balma's.
Where's
Cool.
my god at? What
What?
the hell is going
Oh.
on?
Oh yeah,
So-
click on the left. There you go.
I have a little, and there's like a little pilgrimage thing at the bottom that I'm very proud of for some reason. I think it's so sick.
Where's the pilgrimage?
This little verse at the bottom.
What?
Now
And-
the new gods.
On the old gods page, there's this little verse right here.
Oh.
Ooh,
Like
Malar
moving
looks gross,
through
bro.
the sea, they arrived. Through the stone, they advanced. And through the woods, they survived. Hell yeah, the woods, baby.
Sick as fuck.
Oh, this is so cool.
So if you go back to the deities thing, there's the new. These are admittedly this is actual D&D lore gods.
Yeah.
Under the new
damn.
gods, these are like the actual D&D gods. And my other campaigns actually use these gods, not the Mount Nova gods. So the way that I've kind of reconciled it is that the old gods are kind of like your racial gods. So you have the god of like humans and elves and dwarves, and that's more of like a race. But your profession would dictate maybe what new god you followed, right? So if you're a blacksmith, you would perhaps be in a town that's dedicated to Gond, but if you're a dwarf, then you're still a principal disciple of Balma.
Interesting.
Kind of like some old world shit. Not everyone does the new gods, but it is what it is.
Ooh,
So
Max, God of Thieves.
y'all are fine if you ignore these, but y'all
Yeah,
are going to
fuck
be getting
these.
countering characters in your world that don't. You can kind of think of Game of Thrones as kind of like the new gods and the old gods. Some people are chill with them, other people reject them. Some people like both. It's whatever.
The God of Thieves. Ooh.
That's the
Yeah.
Kenku. That's the Kenku
Yes.
that died and didn't do anything cool.
I,
Because Drew didn't give a weapon.
yeah. I'm surprised
I like
that
how Drew
actually.
was like, he said he needed a weapon.
Yeah. And under all these articles, I think if you click them, you see the picture first, but if you click on the left side,
Yeah.
the next thing, it'll actually tell you something about the god as well as their alignment. Um, Jacob, you would recognize Kalimvor with your flail, because he's the god of the dead. So it's just something to consider if maybe you're like someone like Ventus, right? Obviously feels nothing for these racial gods, but he might feel something for like one of these new gods that is a little more of like what he does or what he believes in instead of just you're human, believe in this.
That's exactly what I was doing. I was like, which one of
Yeah.
these could be
So
So,
big?
question, David,
it could.
why is
Mhm.
the Lost not working? Why isn't it filled
The
out?
loss is not working because I have not written it yet.
Oh my god.
That's the last part of my holiday work is to at least populate because
Hail.
obviously Hale would be there. What's the Lolth would be there. That's where these gods would go, and I still need to write those.
Are you gonna have some other ones that we haven't like encountered yet, but they're still badass?
Yes, and that's kind of why I hesitated doing the Lost. And Andrew, I want to get with you about doing the rest of them, but I don't want to expose more gods to y'all before you discover them, kind of deal, especially plot wise, because.
I already know them all. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll get with Andrew and he'll let me know
That's not
what they
really like a
might
big
be.
deal or anything, but.
Everyone click back to the home page and it'll bring you back home. The next big thing I want to look at together is the clans.
I
I
don't own
noticed
any
the little house.
tokens with the
So
vision of
cute.
this scene.
Oh shit. Okay. Pause and don't click anything, please. I kind of forgot about all of this. Oh my
Oh
god.
shit!
I can't hear you because I'm clicking.
Okay. So now you should be able to see this one, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So this is, and please don't click anything here. This is obviously in prep for y'all's Vonrigh adventure. I think
Hell
that
yeah.
y'all have put together so far that one of the most important aspects of the Vonrigh arc is going to be the inner politics of the clans. So I want y'all to have a page where you can reliably go to find information about the clans.
Oh hell yeah.
So what I want to do today
I like
is
the worm, by the way. Sorry to
I
interrupt.
It's like a grub.
That is that's a chub right there.
It's the one that I had to make myself, and I'm very proud of how it came
Did you
out.
zoom in on a horn? What the fuck?
The clan of the grub.
The clan of the grub.
So what I want to do is I want to go
So
through all of
menacing.
these clans together. We can kind of talk about them just to get y'all familiar with them because I think everyone here are probably the people that enjoy the lore the most. So we can quickly go through all the clans and then we'll kind of get started with the world building part. But first, I want y'all to click on either the high priest or the high judge. These
High
religious
priest.
symbols.
I don't own tokens with visions in this scene.
Yeah, that's going to be for every one of these because I forgot. So I get to do this cool reveal for every page. So. So what this does is it kind of highlights for y'all the political structure of the dwarves. Y'all are going to catch on very quickly that the dwarves are all about duality with their twin gods that are opposites yet work together. So everything about them is these two opposites that work together. So at the top of all dwarf society are two opposites that work together. Someone that relies in faith and someone that relies on logic, the judge and the priest. The high priest, you'll remember, is who Yokizos has been kind of communing with this whole time to bring him to Vonrigh. And the high judge is the adjourns over the clan council, which we'll kind of get into whenever we go back.
Yukizos is going to be disappointed because he's going to have this image in his face of this awesome, cool holy dwarf, and he's going to see that guy.
Yeah,
Aw.
he's just another dwarf. He's just a dude. So this is just kind of for y'all to go to and understand, like, if you ever need to reference the guys on top, these are the two guys on top. It just depends on what kind of side you're going to.
It's cute.
So let's click the home button and come back here to the clan council. And so the clan council, I know I've said it a lot, but the way that the dwarves work is basically, think of it as like the United States. Each state has like their own kind of like inner structure, culture, and all of that, but they send their members to Congress to be represented. The clans are pretty much the same way. There are different clans all over Norvask, and they have a clan elder that is sent to Vonrigh to represent them and their interests and all of that. And that Congress that comes together is the clan council. So you'll see here that there are 10 clans in the clan council, but those are not all the clans. There are 14 clans in total, including the 4 outer clans that exist and are structured, but have no voice in the clan council. They're basically
Do we-
like Puerto Rico. They're ignored.
Oh, okay.
And the members of the clan councils, the 10 main clans, are not allowed to have relationships with these outer clans, which you will see here kind of in a second.
Do we find out why? Like, do you want us to find out why that is on our own, or can you tell us?
Well, let's
Jar-
yeah, go ahead, Andrew.
Jar, you can roleplay it if you want to ask him in game.
Yeah, I think that
I
would
mean-
probably be a good compromise.
I mean, he knows why the worms are definitely not represented. You know,
The grubs.
the grubs.
yeah. And usually it has to do with the clans of the outer clans are important, but for some reason, like, not necessarily valued, like the clan count. I mean, it's all political, right?
It's fucked up.
It is a little
It's
bit.
yeah, no taxation without representation, yo.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna revolt. So let's go through each of these clans. Let's start at the top with the clan of the Raven. Everyone, click on the little Raven. You're not gonna see anything. I'll make you see stuff.
David, I don't
What did you
vision token.
Yeah,
What did you
that.
say was the title of like the ambassador type role? What was that name of that title? The ones that represent the clans all over.
The clan elder.
Just a clan elder.
Clan elder, gotcha.
Yeah, and so
Look at what it says right there.
what these pages are meant to show for y'all is give you like a brief synopsis of what their traditional duty is to the dwarves. That's kind of what they call their role in dwarf society, is the traditional duty, and their clan elder's name, any alliances that they hold, and any friendships to other clans that they hold. So this is just kind of a cheat sheet for all of y'all, because I know it's a lot to remember. So the clan of the Raven is basically intelligentsia, scholars, bards, poets, wizards, all of that good stuff. It's the clan of the Raven. If you're a smart dude, if you're a Ravenclaw, you'd be in the clan of the Raven. And it gives you a little history, a little bit of fun tidbit, which is fun. It's important to note that these relationships are one way. So the clan of the Raven might consider the clan of the Rat a friend, but that does not mean here that the Rat considers a Raven a friend. So that's an important thing to kind of remember. Alliances are dual way, friendships are one way. So you can kind of see here, just with a quick glance, that the Ravens hold themselves to no one, but are friends with everyone. Which
Not the Puerto Ricans though. That's fucked up.
not the Porter. No, you will see though that none of these will have any relationships with the minor clans because they're not allowed to.
They're all dicks.
Yeah, they
No,
they
that's
are
not true.
they're.
I was gonna say, so we don't like them.
So
Got
we
it.
hate every dwarf, basically.
Are there any questions about the clan of the Raven?
No, they're
think-
smart.
I think this one's pretty
They're
straightforward.
Ravenclaw.
They're smart.
Yeah.
They run the arcane college that y'all have kind of already seen in Vonrigh.
David.
And like I said, they hold no alliances to anyone, but they're friends with a lot of people.
David, there's no home button. How do I do this?
Wait, really? It doesn't work?
I don't see
Yeah,
it.
it's gone.
Oh,
We don't even
it
see it.
worked.
Oh, it's like hidden at the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I know what the
Where?
problem is. I'll fix it.
It's
Oh, I
there,
got
but
it.
it's not visible.
Yeah,
what
now
beta
it'll be
website is this?
now it'll be
Jesus.
it honestly like kind of is a website, isn't it? Let's
Whoever
just
you
go
paid to
down.
do this, David, you need to get your money back.
Yeah.
And we're
Still
just
an
gonna go
alpha.
through now. Lyle, go to pick one. Which one would you like to see next?
Ooh, okay. I want to do this octopus looking one.
Kraken.
Cool.
The
Yeah, let's go
Kraken.
So this is, as others have said, this is the clan of the Kraken. a pretty important one for all them dwarves.
Ooh, that's a
So
fucking dwarf.
there's a clan of Balma and a clan of Mothra, kind of like the chosen clan. That's kind of the uh, the
Most
high
religious.
prestige. Well, it's more like a prestigious one.
Mm.
So unsurprisingly, being the god of the ocean, Balma's clan is the clan of the Kraken. Um, so this is kind of his chosen people. They are whalermen, seafarers, admirals, fishermen, anything that has to do with the coast, the water, fishing. That's clan of the Kraken. They're also in charge of the Dwarven Navy, the Dwarven Armada, and they are one of the founding clan members, obviously, being Baldur's chosen clan. They have one alliance, and that's with the Goat Clan, as those are the two food-producing clans. So they kind of stick for each other out there. And they have two friendships. The Ox Clan, because they help haul their shit around Norvask, and the Wolf Clan, because they both are very historical together. They're both very old, and the Wolf Clan is in charge of the foot army. The Kraken Clan is in charge of the navy, so they work together to align on like defense and whatnot.
So the clan of the Kraken pays the Wolf Clan's checks. It's like the Navy and the Marines.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at the army.
Marines hate when you tell them that, by the way.
So stupid. So yeah, that's Clan of the Kraken. It's very cool. They have cool artwork because it's a big Kraken, and the Hroth is a pretty sick looking dude. Any questions about Clan of the Kraken?
Nope.
Cool. Now you should be able to see them put. Jacob, pick a clan for us to look at.
Ox!
Okay, let's go to the Ox.
Of course. Friendships
There's-
better have Yokizos' picture down there.
I should have added just like a little like. Okay.
Cartoon.
Clan of the Ox. Maybe it'll be
Oh,
funner if we
darn.
do something like this. Will you read it for us, Jacob?
The Ox clan values strength, willpower, and being dependable above all else. Their traditional duty to the dwarves is that of caravanners and wagoneers, and their unparalleled might is essential to the moving and transportation of the heavy loads of valuable ores, lumber, and metal across Norvask. Their clan's first elder, simply known as Torfin, is a legendary dwarven figure and brought the clan great fame after hauling a town-saving load of medicine from Volden to Tjolrim in the winter. Alliances,
Boss.
the boar, I don't know what that, stag?
Yeah.
That's
Horned
Rudolph.
Stag.
Friendships with the horse.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't want y'all clicking them here because we have a little system going on now, but also any of these symbols on the right hand side are also clickable from here. So you can
Sweet.
Yeah, I got
navigate
trapped.
from
I got
each clan
trapped in
page.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't
Don't do
do
it. We can
This was not meant to be like a fucking dungeon, guys.
Yeah. So just to highlight the alliances, yeah, they're the haulers essentially. In a world without vehicles is actually pretty important, doubly so in the shitty environment of Norvask. This alliance that they have was actually referenced, Yokizos, whenever you and Jar, were standing in front of the clan council, and they referenced the clan of the Hoof. So this is kind of their alliance that they've set up. Their friendship is with the horse. And whenever we get to them, I think you'll see why that they kind of share a similar ideal. And their current elder is Undarn.
And
You'll bring
Undarn
that.
is in Ocaria with us right now, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like
he is.
guarding the
He's-
portal. Yeah.
He's also the former bassist of the Canadian rock legendary band Rush.
Oh, fuck
Little
yeah,
known,
dude.
little known
known
fact.
fact.
Little known fact. Yeah.
The clan of the Ox
So-
clan elder is actually
It's so true. It's so true. Does anyone have any questions about Clan of the Ox?
Sounds good.
Cool.
I-
Waco, pick another clan for us.
Is one of
know-
these a weasel in there?
This one is the rat. The clans have changed a little bit since the last time you saw them. Weasel is now rat, and Ram is now stag.
I want to go to the.
Sure, let's do rat.
Wait, but there is a ram.
This is a fun one. It's a goat. Sheep has changed the land, or goat. I forgot about that too. Waco, you want to read the clan of the rat for us? I like the clan of the rat.
Yeah, if you make it
Oh
visible.
yeah.
Oh,
Them token. Get them tokens. I got it.
God
Dang.
damn it.
Merry
It's
Christmas,
a fun way to
David.
do it. Let's see who's in the sun. The Rat Clan could be thought of as a dark twin of the Raven Clan, equally valuing knowledge, but with large disagreement on how it should be acquired. The Rat Clan is composed of spies, thieves, and mercenaries. While none will admit it, all clans employ the services that the Rat Clan provides, which is what allows them to exist in the first place. Shrouded in mystery, the Rat Clan is considered a necessary evil, as it allows the other clans to retain their dignity and claim plausible deniability, but to still conduct their morally gray activity.
Do you look at their alliances
Yeah.
and friendships?
Yeah,
Indeed.
The Rat Clan is a fun one because as y'all are going to discover in Vonrigh, the law is held extremely high. And breaking the law is a huge no-no with large punishment. Um, Similar to some cultures here, the dwarves really value like having like a good image and
Yeah.
holding on to that dignity and respect towards the law. So the Rat Clan basically exists as a scapegoat to perform all that illegal shit that you don't want to be caught doing because it'll lower your clan's social standing. So instead, you just go over to the rat and say, "Hey, we need this information," and they'll
Like
do
the
it for
Village
you.
of the Mist.
Yeah.
I like to think of Vonrigh's like Singapore, right? If you like throw a cigarette butt
Mhm.
on the street, you get sent to prison for like 10 years.
Yes. Yeah. It's very much in my mind. Whenever I was designing it, I designed it like almost as like a Japanese society where it's
Yep.
like honor and like all of that because you're representing your clan in everything you do, right? So no one wants to be the guy that gets caught stealing, and
Yeah.
now the Goat clan has been brought down in social standing. So yeah, the
So
Rat
which
Clan.
clan has the maid cafes then? If this is based off, I want to go to that clan.
My man. So as a result, the Rat Clan has no alliances. They have no friendships because they work alone and they do their thing alone. But everyone uses the Rat Clan. It's just a matter of whether or not the Rat Clan gets caught while doing it.
Kyle's not
Uh,
I
here, so I feel
imagine.
like we're gonna have to keep an eye on fucking Jin when we're around the
Mhm.
fucking clan of the rat.
I feel
Yes.
like the clan of the rat is like, hey, we want you to figure out this information, and they come back and they're like, hey, we got it figured out, and the other people are like, well, how'd you figure it out? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, we know a couple people.
You know,
They're
it
like the
might have
mob
been some
boss
light
clan.
treason and
Yeah.
torture. I don't know.
I don't know. If they don't get caught doing it, then they just got it. Are there any questions about Clan of the Rat? Cool.
No,
Sounds good.
Andrew, would you like to pick a clan for us?
Wait, I can't pick any of the outer clans?
You can.
Clan of the Grub.
I'm doing the grub.
Let's all go to the grub.
I've
Clan
already
of the
seen it.
Worm.
the
Oh,
penis.
stop. Andrew, would you like to read? Would you like to read Clan of the Worm for us?
I cannot see
Oh
it.
my God.
David,
Everyone,
that's the
David.
one thing you have to remember. Like,
I
what the fuck?
know, I know, I know.
I know. Oh, they're invisible.
Like the Snake
Well, he's
Clan, the
unknown.
Worm Clan is small and held with a strange mystique in dwarven culture. When a member of the Worm Clan approaches a dwarf's doorstep, contempt and hush whispers usually follow. The traditional duty of the Worm Clan is that of death speakers, morticians, and executioners, and they perform an important function in the cycle of dwarven life. They are hardly met with a warm reception, however, as their presence is often followed by the loss of a loved one, and are commonly shunned to be outcasts of a community.
You're
Oh,
like
Thank
a
you.
bad news reporter.
Yeah, no one
I
wants
read
to
that.
see a worm dwarf show up in town because, like, oh fuck, like who's gonna die or who died. Uh,
But
as
they're
you can
like
see,
yeah.
yeah. As you can see, they have one friendship with the Raven clan, as they're a large source of how they get the intel of who needs to die, who's going to die, who's sick, blah blah blah. And the Ravens provide them with that kind of knowledge. And what you can also see that the clan elder is currently unknown. This probably isn't very surprising for any of you here, as our story kind of largely revolves around the clan of the Worm. and their elders are currently missing.
Oh,
Which
Well,
which will
well,
certainly play a large part in the
Wow,
Vonrigh storyline.
spoilers, but okay.
No, no, no.
no, it's not a spoiler because it's been you.
I'm gonna metagame now.
Jaryu is one of the elders.
I'm
One
gonna
of the
use
three.
some of that information to further my character in the game. So
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
you're an elder?
as you should, because
Yeah.
all your characters know this.
oh yeah,
Yeah. So
right.
as of what you should know now, that is Jaryu, and then there were two others that came back from a voyage in the mountains where they discovered the goddess Hail, and they basically abandoned Balma and Mothra to pray to this crazy lady. And the two others that came back with Jaryu disappeared into the Underdark and have basically like gone full on occult crazy.
Oh,
And eventually
Yeah.
become the real Draugr.
They become the Draugr eventually, yeah.
Yeah. So right now the Clan of the Worm is in a little bit of a it's complicated. They're working through some kinks right now as they are elderless. Um, as you can see here with these outer clans, they aren't allowed to hold alliances. They don't have that privilege. So all they can have are friendships, which again are one way. So the Worm values the Raven Clan's intel. The Raven Clan probably does not like the Worm Clan, but maybe more so than others.
Makes sense.
And Manny, would you like to pick us a clan to look at?
the dire wolf,
Mm.
which is just a wolf, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's just wolf. Sorry.
And you might not know this, David, but we don't have. Oh, you did.
Ah, so quick.
I'm learning.
Dang.
Go ahead, Manny. Read it for us.
Aggressive, cunning, and protective of their freedom. These are all ways to describe the members of the Wolf Clan and captures the ideals historically instilled in the clan. Their original duty to dwarven society was as hunters and trappers, but over time this also grew to include the administration of the Dwarven Legion, the ground army of the dwarves. One of the following members of the clan council, the Wolf Clan, has an ancient history in Norvask and is one of the most important responsibilities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
So the Wolf Clan, I know for our stories so far, they have been kind of introduced as like a villainous clan almost. But it's important to stress that for the bulk of dwarven society, they are definitely not viewed this way. They're food providers, they are hunters, they are trappers, and
And
they
army.
field the army. So
Yeah.
they're
Pretty
pretty
strong.
yeah, pretty well respected, and are pretty important for living up in the Great White North. You can see that their alliance is only to the Bear Clan, but they do share a friendship with the Rat Clan. And something that you will see, I think, as this goes on, is that carnivorous animal clans tend to stick with carnivorous animal clans, and herbivore clans kind of tend to stick with herbivore clans. Just because of their responsibilities and
Noise.
the way they see the world. Any questions about the Wolf Clan?
Do you say his name? Brugdir?
Yeah, Brugdir.
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 Yeah.
Brugdir Olfson. Y'all said that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's happened before, right?
Yes, they have met Brugdir.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brugdir's the one that basically told everyone in the council to like fuck off to Yokizos about the war.
Yeah, they say this was not our war to get
Yeah,
involved
fuck
in.
this guy.
Yeah. If there are no other questions, then we can go back home. And I will pick a clan for us. I'm gonna pick the Stag Clan,
The Stag.
just because it is another important one. As the clan of the Kraken is Balma's clan, the clan of the Stag is Mothra's clan. It is said that when Mothra first gazed upon Norvas, he was awed by a giant stag standing before the light of dawn. And so when the dwarves were to create the chosen clan of Mothra, it was spoken by the god himself to make his beast that of the stag. Proud, strong, and unyielding, the stag clan was given the duty of Mothra himself, of the forge. They are masterful blacksmiths and metalworkers, and hold a golden legacy throughout Norvask. one of the founding members of the clan council. The Stag clan is a pillar of dwarven society. So you can
Ew.
see that they hold
What the
a
fuck?
line. You
I was being
booed
for
them.
real. I was being
Why?
honest.
Why boo?
No, I
No, he
said
said
cool. I
Oh,
said
I
cool.
thought you
Oh, I thought you
booed
said
them.
boom. I thought you
No,
said boom.
what
Yeah,
the fuck?
no,
Boom with the
they're
M.
cool. They're cool.
I wouldn't boo.
You
What the
can
fuck?
see they hold alliances with the Boar clan, the Ox clan, friendships with the Goat clan, the Horse clan, and the Raven clan because they're quite well liked. They're pretty straightforward. They're blacksmiths. They are the opposite to the Kraken clan, but they get along just fine. Any questions about the Stag clan?
Nope.
Jordan
And
Arts.
Ventus or Lyle, sorry, pick us a clan.
I want to do this like squirrel looking thing at the bottom.
I think that you'll like this one.
Hell yeah.
This honestly might be my favorite one. Go ahead and read it for us.
Playful but diligent, the clan of the squirrel is one of the strangest clans in Norvask. They have two responsibilities to Norvask, and some dwarves question whether that responsibility is to Norvask or to themselves. During autumn and winter, the squirrel clan will lawfully promote and administrate the saving, stockpiling of rations, helping the food clans by running and organizing the storehouses and calculating food supplies. But during the spring and summer, the squirrel clan feasts and engages in chaotic banquets, celebrating their successful foraging and stockpiling.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
clan.
Yes.
yes,
That's
during the
awesome.
fall and winter, they are very strict. They are rationists. They help everyone by saving food, and then they waste all of it in the spring and summer by partying, feasting, banqueting,
What are you
going
gonna do with all that
crazy.
food? What are you gonna do with
Exactly.
all that food? You gotta do
They
something with it.
they reward themselves for months.
Yeah. Food's gonna go
And,
bad. Hello.
Look
and
at his
so
face too.
yeah, that guy is like perfect.
Jordan skill paid. Is it
He looks like he's got a couple of nuts in his cheeks already.
So as
Jordan?
you can see from like the Worm Clan and the Squirrel Clan, there are like not obvious reasons why they aren't included, but no one wants to give like the Squirrel Clan the true legitimacy of being like in the clan council because they're like a little out there. But
They're
they
just
do
the crazy cousins.
yeah, they
I would-
do
I would
still
just-
help the food clans.
I would
So
love a scene like a cinematic of autumn time comes around and the squirrel. No one ever sees the squirrel clan, but autumn time comes around and they all come out and they're like, "All right, it's time to start rationing." And
yeah,
everyone's like, "God damn it!"
exactly.
What?
Everyone hates the Squirrel Clan both during the autumn and winter because they're super annoying,
Yeah.
and then during the spring and summer because they waste everything. They don't win.
Hey, David, out of curiosity, what season is it in game?
Use it or
Uh,
lose it.
I do think that it's supposed to be like late autumn.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
shit.
So the Squirrel Clan is gonna be like
Hit the streets.
Rushing to get everything stored for wintertime.
Exactly. There's not a lot of time left. They have two
That's
friendships with the goats, the Krakens, two food collecting clans. So they work with them during the autumn and the fall or in the winter.
Yeah, that's definitely not both ways for sure.
No.
They probably just view him as like the annoying little brother, but they're like, yeah, we gotta help him out.
Yeah, and they
They
do
gotta
help.
be. They gotta be like good at like bullshitting them motherfuckers though, right? Like.
Yeah, their charisma is like fucking
Like yeah, they
Yeah,
have
up there.
high charisma, definitely. Like they're
Definitely,
talking bullshit.
definitely.
And like, no, we
Yeah.
had enough, but we had to do this. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
And
they're
everyone's just
like,
kind of like, all right.
yeah,
Have to accept
And if you
it.
see them like take a fucking muffin out from their fucking pocket, start eating it.
Any questions about the Squirrel Clan? Cool. Jacob, go ahead and pick another clan for us to look at.
Is that a viper? Is that clan
It
a
is.
viper?
It's a snake. Yeah.
We should call them the vipers so they're not confused with, you know, John T.
Snake
snakes.
Oh, I did think
Ooh.
I did think about that whenever I made this because like that
Clan
would
of
be
the
like
compromised.
so obvious if they like there's this new clan of the snake that sprouted out in Vonrigh. But no, go to read.
Yeah, we're killing everyone in that clan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we go walk in their clan house and they all have slit eyes.
Yeah.
That'd be super lame story-wise.
Likely the smallest clan in Norvask, the Snake Clan is also the clan most shrouded in the unknown. Only surfacing a few centuries ago, the Snake Clan has no historical home and is instead found in diaspora throughout most major Norvask cities. They claim to have no duty to the dwarven people, instead working as alchemists, poisoners, and in the occult. They have no known clan elder, and not even their clan hierarchy is understood. There have been calls to have the clan dissolved, with objections from the Rat Clan prohibiting that notion.
Figures.
Fucking rats.
Yeah. So you can already see that there's quite a few different dwarven pairs being made here. You have the ravens and the rats, and in parallel with that, you also have the worms and the snakes, with the worms being the raven associate, and now the snakes being the rat associate. Um, so the Snake Clan is largely unknown. They don't really have like. Whenever you look at the map of Mount Nova, you'll see that a lot of clans kind of have like home areas. They have regions, the cities that are affiliated with each clan. The Snake has no such town. They're instead just kind of in all major towns under the shadows, working as, like it says, like alchemists, poisoners, and just kind of the unknown. No one really knows the relationship between the Rat Clan and the Snake Clan, but whenever a notion is called for the Snake Clan to be prohibited, which requires a unanimous vote, the Rat Clan always votes against. So it kind of forces their existence to continue, but they might be the only clan that's more unliked than the Worm Clan, but for really different reasons.
Because they're y'all teeth. Got it.
I made sure to put only servicing a few centuries ago. Before the
Working on
one
it.
T.
Just call
Long
him, just
ago,
call him
last
Viper.
week.
Yeah.
Sounds
Waco, go to pick a clan for us.
So what have we not picked?
Bear,
I believe there is
boar,
bear,
Horse, boar.
goat.
Definitely the bobcat.
Yeah, let me
Bobcat.
finish. Yeah, I want to finish this outer clans. I just
Sure.
want to get this.
Let's look at the last
I,
one.
I like a good outer clan situation.
Yeah, the outer clans are fun because they bring something a little different.
Clan of the
Lynx.
Lynx. Yeah, Clan of the Lynx. Graceful but threatening, the Lynx clan makes its home in the north of Norvask, and are famous for their exceptional connection with the natural world. The Lynx clan was created to help support the Wolf clan with their hunting responsibilities, which the Lynx clan does with an intimidating cunning, especially in the extreme conditions of the north. But they also excel as a mysterious, druidic
Ooh.
mercenary force employed by the Wolf Clan, among others, that operate under a cover of secrecy and ritual.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So your clan, the Lynx, are basically the druidic Navy SEALs.
Oh.
They are.
Oh.
not
That's
too
cool.
too much is known about them, but whenever
No pun intended. They just turn into fucking seals and they just start fucking attacking. Sorry. When you said the Navy SEALs, I just saw them fucking wild shaping.
That's funny. I tried to give most classes like a clan that they would gravitate towards, with reasons why I'll reveal in a little bit. And this one is obviously supposed to be a druidic clan that is employed whenever you basically need like spec ops done. And so they do. I just like the idea of a druidic mercenary force. I think that's sick AF.
Fuck yeah. They all turn into fucking eagles and just fucking scout for fucking intel and shit.
Yeah,
They
it's
got
not
those-
retarded.
I have a question, David.
Yes.
Yeah, it's wrong. You gotta change it.
Yeah, is this
It's like-
Fuck. They're
Repeat.
brothers. No.
I
yeah,
remembered.
they're
I
brothers.
remember Torden.
Yeah, you said it out loud.
Guilt.
Yeah, I'll have to fix that.
What's your
Um,
Torden?
Badass name. This
It was
guy,
the
man.
squirrel
Squirrel guy.
It's a common name.
Yeah, it's just a common name.
Same
It's like Bob.
Yeah.
Skill the dip.
Bob.
Java, remove your mouse. I gotta see the rest of that.
they're
Skill pay.
Two
Body.
friendships are the bear and the wolf, which is not surprising considering those are the two ground military clans. So, like I said, carnivores kind of stick together, herbivores kind of stick together. This is kind of why.
Yeah, fuck
Um,
that fucking vegan shit.
There it is. That's their motto. Any other questions about clan links?
No, they sound cool. I want to meet them.
Yeah, they're cool
Yeah.
AF.
Hey,
Um,
super cool.
Andrew, go ahead and pick us one.
I'm gonna do the boar.
Cool.
The boar.
So go to the boar.
The boar.
Go ahead.
That's a baby.
Oh, look at this guy.
That's a baby
Grown-ass
man.
He's probably like
like it.
he's probably like 250 years old, but he looks like
That's
that.
how they.
Yeah, he's like 300.
He's got that Benjamin Button syndrome.
Hey, listen, not all dwarves are rugged old men, okay? Some of them moisturize, some of them like to keep their skin healthy.
Especially the
Yeah.
Boar clan.
Yeah.
Yes,
Holy
they value skin health.
I'm just gonna read the first three words here: untamed and headstrong. As this guy is looking like trimmed beard over here. Untamed and headstrong, the Boar
He's
clan
just young. He's got to be young. Oh, sorry. My bad.
works tirelessly and with unmatched energy. Their traditional duties to the dwarfs is that of the mines, as they act as prospectors and miners, extracting the ore, gems, and stone that is essential to dwarven society. They're seen as strong and dexterous, but are held in low regard by their fellow dwarves, as their work is seen as laborious and undignified. For a short time, the Boar clan rebelled against the others and formed their own government. Oh, I like these guys. And formed their own government for several years before treaties were signed, begging their return.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So the
Damn.
Boar clan is essential to dwarven life, but no one else really wants to do it.
Like the
Because it's
Union.
because it's hard work. Yeah, they're like the workers union clan. They're the Rust Belt clan.
They're the Teamsters.
Yeah.
Let's
Get
go.
paid union wages. Shit.
Yes, yeah. Great social security. And so there was a time, and it's kind of like the famous thing about them now is that they basically formed their own dwarven country, their own dwarven state. And everyone else freaked the fuck out because now they had to mine, and so they like clamored for them back. And now the
That's
clan of
awesome.
the Boar, is
And they're an ally of Yokizos.
they are.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
so
yeah.
they're also in that same Tri-Hoof clan.
Tri-Hoof.
And the three of them operate out of the Forge district because they all kind of work together. They mine the boars mine it, the oxen drag it, and the stag smith it.
Fucks it.
They're kind of the pipeline. You do, Manny. That's where we get to the clan of the Manny.
Make cafes, baby. Let's go.
They also share friendships with the goat and the horse clan. And yeah, we'll say that Spence here is quite young for a clan elder. He just recently ascended to clan elderdom.
His dad died.
How old is he?
Lord.
His
Hey,
dad
that's Lord.
died.
That's
Yeah.
right canon.
He's
Uh,
probably like
yeah,
250.
he's just a young dude. Yeah, I was thinking like 175, 250.
Damn,
like
baby.
He must be like
Yeah.
real smart. Like,
He
must
like-
be
he-
smart,
He's like that. He's like that
shit.
16-year-old prince that just became king.
Exactly. Where everyone's like, "Ugh, I don't know," and he's like, "Well, like my dad died, so I'm just stuck here." Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
in charge. Like as
Dwarfs
blood.
don't live that long. Like 300 is like a old ass dwarf.
Yeah, I know that dwarf was like 68, man.
Yeah, like because
Yeah,
Jari's
he's a-
only 90.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. This guy's young then. Yeah, we'll say like 70 or something. I don't know. We'll think about it. He's young. He's a young
Basically,
dwarf.
a 16-year-old prince that just became clan elder.
Yeah.
However that equates, figure it
Remember
out.
that is. Yeah.
However that equates. Manny, go to pick us one.
The horse.
The horse.
The horse.
The horse.
The bears.
Yeah, it looks like
The
it.
horse clan is smart, industrious, and resourceful, and have a storied history in Norvask. Their traditional duties to the dwarves is twofold. They act as lumberjacks and as craftsmen. Due to their strength and skill falling. I feel like this fucking color on the background kind of fucking with my eyes, I'm not gonna lie. The skill falling on tall pines of Norvast, they are responsible for providing the highly needed lumber for shipbuilding for the Kraken clan. and because they are close proximity to the lumber and other materials, they are excellent craftsmen. They produce the leatherworking and woodworking needs for dwarven society. Whoever laughed at me, fuck you.
All of us.
Yeah, Clan of the Horse. They are lumberjacks and they are craftsmen. So they work closely with a lot of different clans, but most notably the Kraken clan, due to basically providing them all the lumber that they need to build the ships of the Dwarven Armada. They are also friends with the Oxen clan and the Stag clan, but hold a special alliance with the Goat clan. The horse and the goat have a very long history together, and whenever we look at the map, you'll see that they're both kind of tucked in the south together, so they've just grown up as clans next to one another. So their alliance really isn't necessarily based on industry, but more of history, which makes it a little special. Any questions about the horse?
It's the horse, of course.
I love
It's
it.
the horse.
Dude,
of
this is
course.
gonna make just getting to Vonrigh in general
Austin's-
way more fun. Just
Yeah.
having all of
Austin's-
this like setup, you know, like.
I'm glad. I'm glad. That's the
Our
goal.
characters won't know yet, but we
Jar,
Nah,
you
know.
we
will
should-
know.
Yeah, we'll have y'all
gonna dig
debriefed.
deep in
So
all this,
some of
for
this
sure.
is
There should be
explained.
like a what's that fuck? What's it when you stay at like hotels of other like cities? They have
Yeah,
like
it'd be like a
brochures.
brochure.
Yeah. I want a brochure.
Here's a
like,
Vonrigh
Yeah,
brochure.
clan brochure.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
Norvast brochure.
Norvest brochure. Let's go to the Goat clan. I'll do the Goat clan.
The goats.
Probably the humblest. They're like the Hufflepuffs of Dwarven
Yeah.
society.
Aw,
When it
was
comes
happy.
to surviving
They
in
look all
difficult
happy for
environments,
horses.
the Goat clan has no rival. They will endure the harshest of winters and thrive, working hard to make the most of their land and be self-sufficient. Because of their talent at being adaptable and prosperous, they were included in the creation of the clan council with the traditional duty of providing the dwarves with their grains, vegetables, and other agriculture. The Goat clan has no enemies and is unique in being a completely pacifist clan.
they're
So
cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
loves them. They're very amicable. They're good spirited. I don't know if you remember, Jacob, but the Goat clan told you whenever you made your request that they would love to help, but they can't. They don't fight. So
Ah.
they would provide you food, but nothing beyond that. And they're the only clan to be like that. But it kind of goes with their history. You can see that their only alliances, of course, is the Horse clan, who are their best buds, and they also have alliances with the Stags, the Oxes, and the Boars.
French.
You think you can convince them to like help us when we say if you don't help us, you will make enemies of us? And they're like, oh, whoa, we don't want any enemies. We'll help.
I think that they would try you because everyone loves them. Because they're like the
That's-
breadbasket of Norvast.
That's like the you can't invite the vampire in, but the vampire can't walk in without being invited. So-
And for the last one, let's have Lyle do the Bear Clan. And I'll reveal it here in a second.
Ew.
Be nice. Hey, I kind of fucked up that beard, I ain't gonna lie.
Stalwart defenders and the most resilient of dwarves, the Bear Clan is the newest clan to join the clan council. Their duty to the dwarves is defending the northern reaches of Norvast from the threats of the Azeroth,
Yeah,
Yes.
those are hot.
Hell yeah. As our
namely the Jotunbrud, or giants in common. Inaugurated in nearly 400 years ago, the responsibilities were originally held by the Wolf Clan, but increased aggression from the north called for more attention to be paid.
So Drew's
Yeah,
gonna
they're
hate
kinda-
these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of a specialty clan, in that they're pretty small in numbers and they really only exist as
Defense.
bodyguard dwarves. Yeah, as defense dwarves from the north, against like Jacob said, ice giants, hill giants, the Goliaths of the north that were the
These-
natives of Norvask.
These are those dudes that are always like in full ass like fur coat shit, and they're always drunk as shit, and they're just rugged, hardy, like coal
Yes.
miner type, you know, just
Very much mountain men
Yeah.
of Dwarven society.
Look at him.
So yeah, exactly. They're a bit taller than other dwarves.
Look at Svenskar.
Look-
Scar. Jordan.
Their
Jordan?
only alliance
Bjorn.
is to the Wolf Clan, obviously, and their friendship is with the Ox Clan.
What?
Yeah, they're friends.
Hmm. And the Wolf Clan
They,
made them stand
they don't eat
down with the
meat.
pact. Hmm.
Hmm. Okay, so let's go back. These are all the clans.
Beautiful,
We now know
David.
the clans that are in the clan council. We know the outer
Very-
clans that are a little quirky but necessary. We know about the high priest and the high judge and their role in dwarven society. Are there any questions about any of this before we move on?
Lynxes are cool.
Lynxes are cool.
There's a lot of cool shit there, and we can just come anytime you have it up. We can come.
Yep, you should be able to
Explore.
come here and read about them.
As long as we're not looking at the
As
bloodstones, you know what
long
I'm
as,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah. So let's all
Yeah.
go home, and I want to take us now to the maps tab.
As long as
Saw
we're
that
not
my
looking at the
father's-
bloodstones for 6 of 7 days of the week.
I will
Yeah.
remember to move it back over to y'all. So
Jeez.
here on the maps page, you will see that this has also been changed a little bit to have a Malnova and a Vonrigh tab. I'd like us all to go to the Malnova map.
David, can I have a request for this?
Yeah,
Is it possible? Do you still have like the old maps of like all of the old cities and stuff we've been, like the major cities?
I do.
I would
I
love
do.
to
Son?
have those up just to like
Oh
kind
snap!
of
So-
reminisce on some of them.
Yeah, I have two ideas for that, and y'all can let me know which one you like more. So, first of all, I want to bring us up here to Vonrigh or to Norvask, just to kind of show y'all map-wise what we kind of just went through. So you'll see here, next to all these cities are their royal crests, and I know that the quality isn't amazing, but like if you come down here, for example, you can see on this large plain steppe, the horse clan here in green and the goat clan here in white. And it just kind of explains their historical friendship, right? They're the only two clans down here, and they obviously intermingle quite a bit, which just kind of explains their alliance. So
Wait,
none
what's
of this
this
will.
one?
Wait, what's going on? What are y'all doing?
That's
on
the
Mount Nova.
Kraken. We're on the Mount Nova map.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go out to
Oh.
Norvask.
Oh.
That's
the
where
way
Yeah,
north.
Gary's
so
from.
I'll bring you up here.
Northern continent.
Yeah, so the this over here, this kind of fuchsia one is the Kraken.
Oh shit, I
Um,
lost you. Oh,
Over
okay,
here on
yep.
the on the northeast side, this is all clan of the Kraken. Blue is clan of the Ox. Red is clan of the Wolf. Over here, the black is clan of the Raven. Moving upwards, you have clan of the Boar. The one town held by the Bears, which is Tulrim, literally meaning edge of the world, which also kind of gives you an idea here about their kind of standing, right? They're in the far north, protecting against this one gateway in here. Fun fact, in Jaryu's backstory, these are the mountains that he found Hale's temple in. This chain right here.
Mm.
hmm
That is fun.
That is fun. Here on the east side, you can see Mondladir is the only town held by the clan of the Rat. You have a temple to Auril here, where if you double click the temple symbol, you can read about
nice.
Auril, the goddess of winter. She is
I like that.
she's evil.
Oh, I don't like that.
David, is your
She's-
world round? Is it a globe or is it flat?
For funsies, I'd like to say it's flat, but it should be round. I don't want to encourage anything. And then you can see.
Now I want to go around saying that the world's a globe, and people get mad at me.
You can see that
NPCs are like, no.
the main temple of Mothra is here in the mountains, and the main temple of Balma is down here on this island, which makes sense. Ocean,
By
forge.
the sea.
And then in the center mountains, here at the tallest peak, is the city of Vonrigh.
Hey, so
mhm.
Balma's clan was the Kraken. Who was Mothra's clan?
The stag.
The stag.
Okay. Oh, the stag.
Yeah.
Oh my
Stag.
god.
Uh,
Were you not writing notes? Oh my god.
And so that is Norvask. And y'all can always return back to this map. Like I said, you probably won't need it much for the Vonrigh
Oh, it's
art,
cool. It's cool
but-
just to have it.
Yeah,
I
if
like
you're
it.
trying to make good
And
with
Manny.
someone, like if you're trying to smooth someone from the Kraken clan, you can always bring up like Nin Farum, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, like you know of it," and whatever.
This is
Yeah.
where, if anybody
Yeah.
cares, this is where Jaryu's from.
Yes,
Where?
Viralore.
Viralore.
Druid Circle.
Yeah, where are those at? Where's the Druid circles at?
Yeah, I see there's a legend. Where
Yeah.
are they?
You got to find them. They're on the
What the
map.
fuck?
You know what? We need to buy a map of Malnova in game so we can be like, dude, there's a Druid
Ooh.
circle over here. Thunder?
Thunder! I feel like that.
I wanted to
Druid
say
Circle over
Manny,
here.
but
Thunder!
I wanted to say Manny, but I like caught myself halfway through and then it came out weird.
I have a
My
really tough time
thunder?
calling y'all your
Hey,
real names.
David, do you still have
mhm.
the Underdark map linked that you made for like underneath all of this that's happening?
Yes, I do, and that's actually going to play a pretty important part in what's coming up.
Oh shit.
Who did I
Um,
have? What was that group I had that psychedelic reaction with? Like the Wildlings, Wild Ones, something like that?
Yeah, the
the
Turbidae.
Wildlings, yeah. They're basically
Servade,
the
yeah.
Forsworn in
Wildlings
Skyrim.
Turbidae. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and once we finish up with this, yeah, I will link that map so y'all can look at it. I don't think it's I don't think I have the version that's finished, but it will still be fun to show y'all. As for the city maps of old, I would like to know, and maybe y'all can think about this. Would you like it more if I included it like as a part of that maps page, or would you like me to place it as clickables on this map to where you go to like Ocaria and you click it, and then it pulls up the map? You know what I
How
mean?
about both? How about
Oh,
both?
yeah, why not both?
I guess I could do both. Yeah, that's fine. It's whatever. Okay,
I
but
mean,
yes,
Is it like hard to do? Like, is it harder to do
no, I
that
mean
by a
it's just
lot?
more time. It's more time, but it's not like a lot more time. It's not a
Well,
big
it's not
deal.
something we need like by next
I'd
week.
like to
Yeah,
click on it. I
it'll
think if
it'll
we
be a
click
it'll
on
be
it,
a
it'll be
side. It can be a
Much
side
stuff that you're
project.
doing, I feel like I gotta start like throwing you money, man. Jesus Christ.
No, it's okay.
I really need a town map of Danvers. Just that one specifically.
And this I do want to
Ooh,
open this to
Riverdale.
all of you. If y'all ever feel inspired and enjoy world building, feel free at any time to pick a city out here and do something for it if you want. I'll add it to the map. I'm happy to do it,
I'm
even if
in.
it's just like a AI
Oh,
picture. I'm
oh,
happy to
good.
add it
I'm
there.
fucking in.
I'm,
I
I'm
might
gonna
do that
have
tonight.
maps for all these
Oh, it's gonna
cities.
load.
No, you're
Yeah.
not,
That's
because you have to
loading for me.
share.
I'm gonna do
I'm gonna
it.
spend,
So-
I'm gonna spend the next 47 hours building maps in WonderDrive.
No.
But yeah, you please feel free. I want this to feel like a world that we've all built, not one that I'm just giving you that is pre-built. This is our world. I consider it that way.
What about something
Um,
like a landmark like the Rising Sun Monastery? Like, could we have?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Literally
Get some cool
anything on
AI
this
art for
map.
that too.
Yeah, anything on this map that you feel inspired by, go for it. I'm down for all of it. And for the clickable thing, what I mean is like if you go to any of these temples to the new gods, you'll
Mhm.
see that little Greco-Roman column thing next to it, and if you double click it,
Yeah.
it'll open. That's kind of the clickable stuff where I mean where you
Yeah.
can add this to
Yeah.
the map and it's
I'd like to
easy. It's
direct everyone's attention to this area right here on the map.
Yes.
That is
Where's
where
where's
we
this
started
area?
the whole fucking adventure, guys.
yeah, you're right.
That's where everything started, right there.
Yeah,
Blackstone
that's
really
Tower!
good.
There it is! It's on the map!
Yeah.
You're so silly. I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I don't know
you'll
about that.
I can see
you'll
this
find
map.
everything. You'll find Oh, you can't see it, Waco?
Oh, I've never been able to see. I just my internet's not good enough.
I'll send you a copy out of
That's
Foundry so that you
hilarious.
can
I mean, it's
look at it.
It's terrible,
Wow.
But
Jager.
like with the original
Look at
Grand
this
City map, like I haven't seen that in 3 years.
Oh,
you know?
yeah,
It'd be kind
I-
of cool to see that. But we don't
Oh, I have it.
Oh,
You
that
do?
would be awesome.
Oh yeah, I have every map I've ever made for y'all.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude. River. I
So
think
I
we
wanna
had
see-
a
I
River
need-
End. Oh, I don't know if that had a map.
What
What
about
these-
about the ones we did on dry erase board? You can get those, man.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's true. Any digital map I made for y'all.
Where was
Waco
is
Refuge?
so confident.
I'm gonna need all
Refuge
the
is
battle maps too uploaded somewhere.
not uploaded, but I have them on my computer for sure.
Okay.
Where's Text
So
Mountain?
then where's Aaron? The Aaron Vale.
Aaron Vale's here.
Yeah.
That's where Text Mountain is, isn't it?
Yep, that's Tex
Dude,
Mountain.
Tex Mountain's right there.
It's so fucking dumb.
New rule: every time someone does a fucking map and there's a mountain somewhere in that fucking town, it's Tex Mountain.
I like how when we did
What?
the quiet year, we made New Text Forest.
Yeah, that actually was very funny. Here, Waco, I can share this for you at least right now on Discord if you want to watch it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, New Text Forest, no way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but so here's Norvas I was walking everyone through with
Thick
Von
river.
Rieg here in the mountains. They wanted to look at this river end here is where y'all started y'all's campaign with Blackstone Tower.
Over there by Grand City.
Yeah, Grand City's here, and then you
Ooh,
moved
Fort
over to
Beacon.
Refuge.
That sounds
At
awesome.
Refuge, as I say, Refuge's got to be next. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Aaronvale here,
Mhm.
and then
Fort Beacon has to
So
have
where-
something like badass that
where's-
sticks out of the mountains. Yeah.
Where's Picard from exactly? Because I know we have
Picard. That's a good
allied-
question. Picard is
we have
from
allied
White
forces
Tower. This
from White
is
Tower.
this is a pretty important kind of like a river valley that a lot of the big human king White Tower and Riverhaven are probably the two biggest
haven't-
human kingdoms.
So we haven't fucked with any of the humans in the Falklands. Is it the Falklands?
No,
that are over
yeah.
there?
So here is the
Oh, dude.
Mulberry Manor
There it
and
is.
the Temple of Wrath that you went to, as
Yeah,
well
we
as High
went
Totem.
to Marrow
They're
Run,
not
right?
allied. They're
Yeah.
not allied with
Yeah,
us
because we
yet.
did Marrow Run to the ferry to Cairnport,
Yeah, that's 100% right.
and then we
So I've
saw
been
them.
quite a few
what's the,
places.
And then
Hey, did Ribjaw? Is that part of your
David-
thing where you ended up talking to?
I met the party. Yeah, Ripjaw met the party again in Marrow Run.
Well, I
That
mean
was-
the rulers, like the human rulers of the Falklands.
That'd be down like in Goldenrod, and
Yeah, so
Did
Goldenrod
Did
is.
you meet somebody? Never mind.
Well, he went to the Temple of Kodia, which would be
That's
here up
right.
in High Totem.
And then, yeah, he went to go speak to the Council of Elders in Goldenrod to basically ask them to join the war.
Yeah, that's what I
And,
meant.
and then
Okay,
they were
right,
like,
there we go.
nah, dude, we're good. And then he comes back with like the Mark of Kodia and is like, what about now, bitch? And they're all like, oh shit.
Yeah, that sounds
Hey,
good. Yes.
David, what's the lore on lore on Hugs End?
Hugs End. That's
Open. for
there's not a
interpretation.
whole lot in Hugs End. I made that town because I have a rogue who is from a town, and the seedy underbelly of the town it was called Hugs End, and so
Okay,
I like
and-
the idea of it being named after this halfling town.
Follow-up question: is there a
Mhm.
Hugs beginning?
Maybe there
Not on the
was.
map.
Maybe
Not
there
yet.
was.
Not on the map.
Hey, just keep
It's
it local.
undiscovered.
in there.
Yeah. But yeah, so all that to say, if anyone ever feels inspired, I support any world building y'all like to do. We
I'm
can
gonna
put
do
on the
Ice
map,
and Arrow for sure.
and build this map out. Let's all go back to the home tab, back to the maps tab,
I feel like there's some
And
maps
then
missing from other
to Vonrigh.
continents.
Oh,
Minikizo's
Um,
home.
Yeah, David's working
yeah,
on it. It'll be like another 3 years.
Yeah, I'm working on it, but it's slow. If anyone needs me to drag them there, just let me know.
Where are we now? Where are we going?
Go into the
Vonrigh.
Vonrigh map. So it's under the same
Oh,
maps
yeah,
tab,
yeah.
and
Mhm.
then there's a Vonrigh button.
Ooh.
So this is our map of Vonrigh, and on here there are several things. Would you like me to drag you, Waco?
Yeah, you can, but it's all downloaded and stuff. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
it's not.
Okay. Yeah. it's up there.
Lava.
So here you can see a map of the city of Vonrigh. This is where you're going to be spending the next arc. You can see it's a very big city, and I have tried to kind of highlight some different things for y'all. So starting up in the top left, you can see the Forge District, which houses the Hoof Clan Alliance, which you already know about now. That is the Boar Clan, the Ox Clan, and the Stack Clan. And they are all together in the Forge District. The tunnels of Vonrigh each have they're like a minor district name, so you would have to travel through Ambolt, through this tunnel, which would then lead you into the Hjart district, which is just Dwarven for heart because it's in the middle. Here you will see 3 more clans that are kind of related: the Lynx clan house, the Bear clan house, and the Rat clan house.
Why does the Lynx have such a small?
Because it's an outer clan.
Because they're a minor clan.
Yeah, they're a minor
Damn.
clan, so they're not as important.
Oh.
Up here is Tilbadel, which is another arm that passes through. This is where y'all's guest house is going to be. Is here in Tilbadel. Near
Yeah,
the Squirrel
where it
Clan
already
house.
Oh,
is,
y'all
right?
stayed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all stayed
Yeah,
over there.
yeah.
Yeah,
I guess.
Jesus and Jari are
Yeah,
there.
y'all have
The
already been there.
squirrels?
In fact,
Yeah, y'all be
oh,
near the
never mind.
squirrels.
Some of our stuff's still there. Like we didn't bring
You might be
everything.
right.
You know?
Yeah.
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 And so going through Tilbadel, you'll reach the Kraken clan house, and then you'll also reach the Temple district, which houses the other 2 Great Alliance, the goat and the horses. With the temples to both Balma and Mothra housed within. You then pass through Koval to get back to the Hjart district, and then you will pass through Forsvar to get into probably the grandest district of Vonrigh, which is the Council district, which holds 2 very ancient clans, the Raven clan and the Wolf clan, as well as the Council of Elders, where the clans meet to adjourn. Obviously, super important. There's kind of a sub council area here called West Council. That's a little poorer, not as nice, but still fine. To get out, you'll go through Sky Gate, which gets its name from the city itself. Vonrigh in common means sky reach, which is actually the name of the mountain as well, because it goes so high, it reaches the sky. So it's Mount Vonrigh, and in Mount Vonrigh is the city Vonrigh. And then you will
So
pass
clever.
through Urt to get to the Snake Clan house. And you'll see that there are 3 districts that are not connected through Earth. They're isolated. The first of those being Fengzel Prison District here.
Oh, this is new.
This is new.
Yeah.
If you go north from that, you'll also find the Tornin District, which is obviously mostly just like a mining motel, like miners that don't want to go all the way back to the city proper. They'll stay in Tornin for a night or dispose of their loads. And then
Thornin
there's
loves
also,
Tornin.
and then there's also Morkesh, which houses the Worm clan house. So
Oh.
you'll find these place names being referenced quite a bit when working through Vonrigh. All of the names here, you should be able to click, and it'll open up an article, a journal article. Is that true?
Oh.
Yes.
It is blank.
Yes,
Blank,
they are
but it's
blank
there.
because these are for y'all, not for me.
Yeah.
Excuse me,
Oh.
Andrew. Please
Yeah.
take all notes.
So these are for y'all's notes. And something I'm working on, if you would find it beneficial, you should all be able to click on the bear here. Is that correct?
Yes.
How do we add something to it?
Yeah, I can't
Fair.
add anything.
Y'all might not have the permission yet, but I will change
Okay.
it. So what I was
Well-
planning on doing too is if you click on the bear, I'll make it where you can edit too, and this is where you can log your notes about the bear clan. And each of these will be clickable. Because taking notes, I want it to be important.
Like
if
we
you
could
that's
be
cool.
like, we met Svenskar. He was a total douchebag, kind of stuff like that.
Yeah. He's
Yeah, I already
allergic to
added-
chocolate, and that's how we figure out how to kill him. We give him chocolate.
I already added the bear clan stink on the top of it.
I see that. The bear clan stinks.
All right,
And so-
I'll take it out.
No, it's okay. And so there's 2 things that I'm going to introduce to y'all now that I'm going to give y'all probably a couple weeks to work on. What I want to do is this tonight. I want us to divide up the city of Vonrigh into different little clusters, maybe different kind of blocks. And what I think would be fun is for each person to take a block and make it theirs. Obviously, it's not going to happen tonight. Like I said, over the next couple of weeks, but you can add
Like Tornin.
shops to it. You can add buildings, museums, anything. I want you to kind of make it your not a district. It's not going to be a whole district, but your. Well, actually, there's actually enough here that you probably could be a whole district.
I mean, yeah, can
Um,
you divvy it out now?
Yeah,
I want the
and
horse district.
that's what we're gonna do. This like pseudo session is hand these out, and I want y'all to take a couple weeks to come up with whatever you want in it. Obviously, be cool. Like, don't be. This is a shop of like legendary artifacts for 1 gold apiece. Like, I'm not gonna let you do that. But
Why?
but I do want it to feel like this is a city that we've all kind of built together, and might even have some secret stuff that you want me to know about, but you don't want everyone else to know about. It's whatever you want. Because I think that would be a fun way to make this city feel kind of alive and each district to feel unique that has like cool things to go to. If you have an idea for a shop, but you feel overwhelmed at the idea of populating it, like I really know I want a an exotic weapon shop, but I have no idea what would be in it, David. Then I don't mind taking care of the inventory if you at least give me the theme of what you want the shop to look like, right? So I think the only exception here is that I will be taking the council and West Council district because it's kind of important to the story. But the
You don't
rest,
trust us?
Oh, dude, who
well,
wants to prison?
I need a district to
Andrew?
flesh out for what I need story wise. You know what I mean?
Nah,
But
no, I'm teasing.
okay,
I'll take Tornin because it's the smallest.
no,
Andrew,
I
you
was
want the
just
prison?
I want to do well, Dave, Jacob. You and I should work together since we already have like 8 or 9 shops that we've come up with.
Yeah. I want the Forge District because that's Yokizos' place.
I want the
right?
prison if no one wants the prison.
and I will say I think that there's definitely a possibility to kind of do so mix and match. Like the prison is kind of small, so if someone wants to do the prison and like
Help out. People,
Yeah.
people could like
Yeah,
help
like
out with
someone, like one of my shops isn't gonna make sense in the Forge District, so like it could go.
And
somewhere
yeah,
else.
y'all can help out each other as much as you want. Like I don't care about any of that.
try to maintain the secrecy a little bit, or not secrecy, but
Yeah, no, I want it to be a little bit of a surprise to like know, like I want to hear
Yeah.
like if Lyle wants a prison, I want to hear like all the shit about the prison from Lyle.
I
You
love
know? Like,
this.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
be part of it
Let's go.
necessarily. I want to just hear about it.
Right.
Yeah, I want to hear about it. Yeah, I like that because like
Yeah.
I mean, we have David. Did we send you this list of all these things that we set up?
You did send me a list of it, yes.
And they're
I
awesome.
don't
So like,
I don't
want
have
to
it
use them.
offhand, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
But-
we can
but
talk
yeah.
about it after Andrew, because
Yeah.
I know for sure like one of them makes sense even in Morkesh.
Yeah, well,
Um,
I would put the minor menagerie in Morkesh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are 11 districts for y'all to choose
Spoilers.
from. There's 11 districts. I'm happy to extend it to the people that aren't here. But I want to give priority to the people that are here because, like I said, I think this is the group that probably cares about world building the most. And so y'all showed up. You're here. I want y'all to have priority over what y'all want to do.
I know. This is the boat I'm in. Like, I for sure, yeah, I want like to have like an area and like I can run with that. But I'm totally cool helping with any of them if anyone wants to ask questions and bounce ideas.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah.
Like, I love this shit.
Yeah. Same here.
I don't think it has to be like a closed like clamped tight secret, but I also understand that you want to like kind of surprise everyone else because you're proud of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, and even if
however
it's
y'all
like
want
it
to
is
work on
something
it,
a little funny,
fine.
like you want it to be funny in the moment, not like
Sure.
funny when I told him about it, and then 3 weeks later it comes across, you know.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So go ahead and let's take some time to divvy them out because I would like to leave this session tonight with everyone knowing what they're doing so they can start on it. Because Vonrigh is approaching. Time is of the essence, so the more time you have, the better. I know Jacob, you said you want the Forge District, which I think is big enough to not necessarily need another one. Um, it's a good size. So we'll have Jacob do the Forge District. Lyle, do you have any idea of which you would
Or
like?
Andrew, I don't know because you said you maybe want tag team. If you want to do like
Yeah.
we both get Forge and Morkesh, I'm cool with that.
And then maybe like the 2 neighborhood areas like Ambolt and Tilbadel.
Like we
Or is
could
that too much?
tag team those. Like the two of us would
Yeah,
do those together,
those
kinda.
4 northern ones.
Just because we've already come up with stuff together previously. So.
Let's write it down and we can kind of assess afterwards if it feels like y'all have too much or not.
I'm writing it down.
Forever.
Dude, the Kraken would be cool.
All right, so Jacob and Andrew doing Morkesh.
Just do Morkesh and Forge for now. Yeah.
For now. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I'll give you all these 3 for now. Lyle, do you have any idea of which one is tickling your fancy?
I want the prison.
Is
But I could
everyone okay
also
with
take
that?
the other small one, Tornin.
Okay.
I'd like those 2, and then if there's anything left over, I can dig
Yeah,
that up.
I think that's fair. We can look at what's left because it might be good to throw in like with that, because it's also kind of a small one and it's next to the prison.
Yeah.
So, Waco, do you have any ideas of which ones draw on you?
What we just got taken? Tilbadale? That got taken?
No, not yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind some of that.
You want the
Okay.
squirrel area?
I
You
want that
would.
squirrel area a little
would.
bit.
Tilbadel is kind of small. I think that could easily be paired with another one.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna fuck with the rat as well, but the rat's like small potatoes, so a lot of people would help the area out.
The rat's
right?
not small potatoes, right? The rat
The-
is a
the
major
rat-
No,
player.
they're in the council. They're a major player, but
Yeah.
I don't feel like just because the rat clan house is right there means that everything.
Oh,
red
I
is,
see.
like,
I
in
see
that
what you mean.
area.
You know who
Yeah.
would really nail the rat clan? Kyle.
Yeah, like
Kyle would nail the rat clan.
he can take a lot of that area right there, and I'd love to help him out there.
What about
Yeah, I
Crappy
mean,
Waco?
That would be part of Tilbadel.
Okay.
Yeah. That would
Yeah,
kinda
I
be
can
real-
help out. Yeah, and of course, that could be one that I could get some help on.
So wait,
it's
you're
all
just
help.
doing.
Whatever. It doesn't even matter. What are we talking about?
I'm gonna put you down for Tilbadel and Coble.
Okay.
These 2
Coble.
arms essentially.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sweet beans.
And then Manny, did you have any interest? And if so, which districts captured your interest?
Interest wise would definitely be the Lynx clan house area, but I'm assuming that like ties into the Ambolt,
No, you can.
or is that like?
It's out of
I should
Ambolt. Both of these. So
Can we
here's
get
an
some grids so I know exactly like?
Yeah. Where's the city
I mean,
districts?
like
Yeah.
most city things, it's kind of loose, right? Like you can't
Yeah.
Mandarin.
really define when it starts, when it ends. But what I was going to say is that you and Waco could split the Hyart district if you wanted, with Waco taking the kind of rat side and Manny taking the link side.
Yeah, the north and south split up. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, if Waco's cool with that.
Well, oh yeah, there's still a whole other section.
Also,
Yeah.
I have some ideas for stuff in the Hurt district, which I think I've shared with you, Waco. So if you guys want some of my ideas,
Yeah.
Uh,
I have like a 5-page document that I've already prepared for Vonrigh. So
I'm assuming all that's photos.
Yeah.
5 pages
Five
of pictures,
photos.
please.
yeah, but the photos are unrelated. They're all of waifus.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is a good start. If everyone's happy with what they have, what it leaves over is Force Bar in the Temple District.
Temple
essentially.
district.
And it's not as though anyone feels like, I don't want anyone to feel like they need to take any of these, because anything that's left over, I'll work with. Like it's easy. But if anyone wants more, they are welcome to take over Force Bar or the Temple District. Just
David.
let me know.
Can I request that you take over the Temple District? I feel like you'd put some badass stuff there. It doesn't have to. That's the thing is like none of these
Yeah.
have to have like 80 things in them, right?
Oh,
We just
yeah, it
need
could
like
be
a
a
handful.
simple-
Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Temple District to me and the Council District are kind of the 2 main districts. So I think regardless if someone took it or not, I'd put my own stuff in the Temple District. But yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Which really just leaves over Force Bar. So if anyone finishes up and is bored, like Lyle, if yours comes really naturally and you're like, well, they're small, then we can hand it over. Or like honestly, it's also okay as Force Bar is just kind of boring and has no culture. Like there are definitely places like that.
I think
it's just like
Coble could too,
yeah,
like,
it's just kind of a shitty area.
It's
like,
just
no
one
one
of
wants
those
to live there.
random suburbs that's not special. There's like it's not poor,
Yeah.
but they're just kind of there,
Yeah, I mean it's just certainly could
Good
be
cost
that.
of living, easy access to
definitely
the
gonna be
metro.
So yeah, let's do something like that, and it allows y'all to kind of begin thinking and working on it. And y'all can work together however you want. Doesn't matter to me. I just want us to have a good time. So I think that works really well. And the next thing I kind of want y'all to start thinking about, this one doesn't really require homework, but I really like the idea of y'all as players. Whenever you're being brought to Vonrigh and starting to assimilate into dwarven culture, y'all are going to be requested to have your players basically pledge yourself to a clan.
Easy.
You won't be full members
Easy.
of this clan, but
Honorary.
you'll have to be honorary members to be able to receive full dwarven rights, essentially, to enter the council chambers or to talk to the council, like all that kind of stuff. It requires you having, because this is a very lawful society. Remember,
Wait, what about me?
not you. Sorry, Andrew. You don't get this fun part.
No, I just
For
like to
the
hate it. I like to hate on them all, so I'm okay with it.
for those on the line, it's a very lawful society. So to have
Damn.
the audience of a council or of another clan, you have to be a member of a clan yourself. There's no fate worse to a dwarf than being clanless, which you
Hey,
all technically
David.
would be. Yes.
Since like we have to fall under someone, basically because someone's gonna have to assume responsibility in case we fuck up. I kind of like for role playing purposes, like have like a task or two to like prove ourselves
Yes.
worthy enough to fall under these clans.
100%. And to not make it too spoilery, but basically for everyone that's going to be like auditioning for their clan or like rushing, essentially, it will essentially be a quest line introduced to you.
Yeah.
That you will have to do independent of all the other shit that you're doing in Vonrigh.
Casey, I'm so excited. So I get to take this area?
So what it will do, yeah, you're right, Manny. It'll basically introduce a quest line that you all have to do to basically
Ew.
earn ownership into that clan.
Ew.
Yes. Did you say my name?
I said cool.
Oh, okay. I have no idea why I couldn't understand that. Okay, so yeah, sorry, and to try and make up for it for like Andrew, I'll try and give you something different that gives, so you're not just like sitting and watching them do other things behind the scenes.
I got some ideas, David.
Yeah, you'll have other responsibilities. So I'm trying to think if that's everything I wanted to bring up. Vonrigh wise. I can't really think of anything else that would be new to all of you. Does anyone have any questions up to this point?
Casey has a question, apparently. Oh.
Yes, Casey.
Casey!
That's funny.
Oh no.
So are we just coming up with ideas and telling you, or are you gonna tell us like what software you're using for when we zoom into these areas, we have like layouts of where these buildings are and what these buildings.
No, absolutely not.
So this is kind of how I am picture it, right?
Waco was like out of it. Nope.
You go to your little area, right, and you make like a screenshot of it,
Uh-huh.
and you draw over it and say like, I'm gonna draw on the actual map. But I could see you being like, I want this building right here. This is a bookstore. I want it to be a bookstore. I want it to have these kind of books in it or whatever. And you can either just tell me I want it to be a bookstore that like has like magical books in it that are like maybe like kind of like illegal kind of, but also not. And I can try and come up with the inventory, or you can try and come up with the inventory yourself if you want. Or if you know, like, I wanted to sell this book and then a bunch of other ones, I can help fill in the blanks. But you're welcome to go as far with it as you want. I will not be making maps for any of these stores. It'll just be like a picture. Sorry.
David.
This is a nudist pool right here.
Do you even care?
Nudist pool. I mean, yeah, that's fine. But the idea is that I want this map whenever y'all. Honestly, my goal is whenever you look at this map, what I want you to be is honestly overwhelmed. I I want you to be like, I don't even know like where we go next because there's like so many places on here.
And
Or,
like, and
the
let's
path
go ahead
isn't
and
clear.
set this here now for everybody. There's a strong likelihood we're not visiting everything that we put here. You know?
Oh, like
Yeah.
80,
Yeah.
90% of it, right?
I would rather have too many things for y'all to be able to visit than not enough. That's
Yeah.
kind of the goal here. And so,
So
and
would
to
it
do
would it
that, I'm
be
outsourcing to y'all.
would it be like more fair for it to be like, okay, for sure there's like one thing that we want in each like district? Or
If
is it
you-
like we won't even be able to see every district?
You'll be able to see every district. Like, I don't
I
want
mean,
you
we're
to come
spending
to
a
me
whole
with
arc
like,
here, right? So like, we'll be here a while, but it's like
yeah.
we're not gonna go check every museum just because there's, you know, like, because we're doing questions, we're gonna run out of time and not be able to just stop by and go check out the museum of, you know, boarheads.
But I love museums.
But
Yeah, and
but I love
I would,
museums, Jacob.
Yeah,
And
it's
I-
part of
I
my
would-
character to see every museum. What are you talking about?
and I would love for there to be like, museum is a great idea for something to go to that isn't a shop, right? That's probably the trap to fall into, is that everything has to be a shop. But think about like an actual city like Dallas, and not everything's a shop
A lot
necessarily.
of just living.
Well, some of
Yeah,
like you can have a
there's like
badass
arts and
tavern.
culture. Yeah, arts and culture. All this different kind of stuff.
What was that? What was
But
that dumb tavern? Was it in Refuge where like every time you walked in, you tripped and fell?
yeah, the stumble
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Yeah, the
was
stumble
awesome.
in.
That was the
Yeah.
end that we had our epic 2-session argument about.
Yes,
Remember?
that's true.
No, that was
in
at
the
the stumble
back
in.
room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the stumble in.
Oh, that was the
but-
spot, huh?
Yeah, that was it.
Wait, is that
But
the one where
Manny, if you,
fucking?
Lauren
Is
was
that the one where
still with
Flame
us.
fucking blew
That's
the?
when Lauren
split-
left.
that's when
Oh.
Yeah,
Lauren
that's
left.
where Lauren
Character was.
quit. Yeah.
But Manny, if you have like, let's say you have 5 ideas for a thing, right? Like 5 shop ideas, but one of them you absolutely love, and that's the one that you care about the most, right? You can always tell that to me when you give them to me, and I can like I mean the beauty here is that I'm the DM, so I mean I can lay plot hooks there for the people to have to visit it, right? And then the others are if y'all choose to. So does that kind of answer your question?
No, yeah, it does.
Just
Okay.
imagine
So
the
can I-
Diamond Dragons and Vonrigh with like a brochure booklet, and like, I want to visit the museum of blah blah blah, you know, so and so.
Well,
No, we
another
don't
thing
have
is, like-
time to go there. Okay,
No,
Jesus.
That was the thing. Is like I was nervous, not nervous, but like I was thinking of what if like we all have like fucking like 6 badass fucking spots in our districts, and every district's just like fuck. All of them sound fucking amazing.
that's good.
Can I,
That's a good problem now. Andrew,
Yeah.
yes.
Can I spoil one of mine?
You can,
No.
sure.
Unacceptable.
So
Start
one of my
Bermuda.
ideas, one of my ideas that I really love is a place called The Forge, which is in the Forge district. And curiously, it isn't a forge at all. It's a community center, and it has a sign above the door that says "Forge New Friendships, All Races Welcome." Above the entryway, where they host dances, self-improvement seminars, game nights, and other events for
I love
dwarves
that.
/ all races welcome.
So that's what we're talking about, Manny.
I like it.
Yeah, I have
Oh.
one. It's just an underground fighting pit called Uppercuts. It's not like a fight to the death like in Refuge. It's just underground. You got like 3 fighting arenas, and it's just kind of like little boxing arenas, and everyone has bleachers, and you buy alcohol and you buy food, and you just watch people fight, and you can bet on them. Aslos would not
Aslos
be
is
allowed.
going for sure. That one specifically says not all races, just dwarves.
Yeah. It's right next to the forge.
Yeah, but I like to think that the Forge is like deliberately trying to not sound racist, but like
It sounds a little racist.
it's like super racist, right?
Yeah.
Like,
We accept all races, even birds.
I would like there to be a sign where instead of you have to be at least this tall to enter, it's you can't be
Like 4
higher
foot?
than this. Yeah, yeah. You have to be below this height to enter.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Aslos was like, "Oh, damn it!"
No, he can shrink now, can he?
Oh yeah, he has that stupid reduce and large thing, doesn't he?
He can only enlarge though.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Can't go back to normal size either. It's just always getting
Yeah.
bigger.
So yeah, I think that's most of the things that I wanted to cover today,
Yeah, that's
a
good.
lot of it I know is just like world lore review, but I think it's valuable coming into this kind of understanding where you're going, right? With the
Nope.
clans and the city. Did you say nope?
That's dope.
Oh,
What the fuck?
I was about to say.
Change the color of
What?
this?
I whenever I moved my hard drive over, I kind of lost the original file, but this is the Underdark map I was making
Oh yeah.
What?
here.
Oh yeah,
But
I
I'm having a
vaguely
tough time.
remember it.
Yeah, I'm having a tough time. I mean, all that really matters is the Norbask part, so that's fine. But
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
there, Andrew.
Well, we're gonna be there again.
We were hanging out there for a while.
Wow.
For a
Yeah,
while.
we were on that tiny little road that goes into Norvask
Yeah,
or into
isn't that?
Vonrigh. It's like a tiny little section of the
We did.
Underdark.
Did we take the Elder Road? Is that what we did?
Yeah, we did. That's the way we came in, the
Yeah.
Elder Road.
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone else said something, but I don't remember what it was.
Probably misheard like usual.
Probably, honestly. Probably.
I said cool, you heard boo. I said dope, you heard dope.
Nope.
Nope. I was like, Manny.
I heard
Um,
boom. I heard boom, Manny. The M.
and
I heard
so
boom.
and yes, there will be. I'm not going to send y'all into Vonrigh blind of what the like expectations of like law are going to be. You'll have a good idea. And I think it's important to also stress that I am fully aware that your party has a thief rogue in it, and these laws aren't meant to dissuade you from maybe trying to do something illegal. But it's more that I want there to be a risk to you choosing to do so.
Yeah, like if you
Uh,
get caught, the repercussions are higher than if you get caught in refuge.
in some random ass town in the middle of Malnova. This
Yeah.
is gonna be. There's a reason I put the prison on the map. Let's just say that.
You
Um,
probably don't kill somebody in a fighting arena and make out of refuge with 20,000 gold, like in
yes, I have
Vonrigh.
learned many. I have learned many things, and that is one of them. Um, but I also feel like I have given y'all a pretty reasonable outlet. If let's say that you want to get something illegal done, right, and you are nervous that you won't be able to pull it off yourselves. Well, I think I've given y'all an alternative to that in the Rat Clan. Now it might be some work, but it's possible. How many people here have played WoW before?
Dude,
I've
I've
played
seen
the
it
tutorial.
played. Seen
Okay.
it
I've seen
played.
YouTube videos.
I played under
Well,
a
then,
friend's maxed out character in PvP and kicked ass with him. So
Andrew, this will make sense to you. For the rest of you, I'll
Mhm.
explain it for you. But the way that the clans are going to work, and for what you're going to be able to get out of them, is going to be based on a system that is called reputation.
is it like
And while
Celesta,
yes, it's not dissimilar to that.
like the antiquarians and stuff?
You
Okay.
can't, yeah, you can't just get to town, go up to the Rat Clan and say like, "Hey, we need you to kill someone." They're gonna laugh at you, and then shoo you out and never talk to you again. You have to build trust with these clans. You have to build a rapport. You have to make
Mhm.
friendships within it. You have to gain their trust, and that's whenever you'll actually be able to get the benefits of the clan.
Now,
Um,
is gaining the trust at the detriment of another? Like if I go do stuff for the Rat Clan, is now like the Stag Clan or whatever gonna hate me as a result?
you I like the way that you think, Andrew. Yes, there is a reason I have given you all the friendships of the clans, but not the rivalries. Because
Yeah,
these
duh.
rivalries are a lot more difficult to pin down. And that's something I want for y'all to have to discover yourselves as part of the exploration process of the clans and the politics of Vonrigh. Because yes, your actions will have consequences, and if y'all are constantly, and the way that you will be gaining reputation with these clans is by basically doing quest lines for them. Not crazy long quest lines, but like almost like Skyrim style, right? So let's say you want to gain some reputation with the Rat Clan, they'll be like, okay, yeah, go do this thing for us. You'll go do the thing for them. Word might get out that y'all are now performing favors for the Rat Clan, and some of the other clans might not be super happy that you are helping out the Rat Clan, right? Not to say that you are fucked with them now, but I like the idea of y'all having to be smart about who you side yourselves with. And it might not be all of you, like you might not be as a party siding with the Rat Clan, but you have Jin help out the Rat Clan that kind of keeps the rest of y'all unintertwined with them, right? Because
I
one
just
of you might have obligations to the Goat Clan, and they would be pretty pissed if they found out that you have that have pledged yourself to the Goat Clan are now working with the Rat Clan.
I just
Or you
like
can
to
try to
say
get away with it.
I just like to say the Worm Clan is always accepting membership where you can be universally hated by everyone.
That is the joys of the Worm Clan.
Jen!
You can't ruin reputation you never
Ow!
had.
Yeah,
I
that's
swim
right.
like guys.
No worries. It's been very chill thus far.
Lots of buttons to click.
Lots
Awesome
of buttons to
information.
click.
Easiest
Basically
way to piece of map.
basically all we've gone over is like a teacher, I have walked them through all the different dwarven clans and made them read what they do. We looked at the map together to where the clans are from, and now we're looking at a map of Vonrigh, kind of talking about what the gameplay might look like, as well as where the clans are located on the map. And I have offered to everyone that they are welcome to help build out parts of the city that are kind of divided into different districts if they would enjoy doing so. Um, it's kind of extra homework, so I'm not offended if someone doesn't want to. But if you enjoy the world building part of it and you want to put some shops or some sites of interest in your little chunk of the city, then you're welcome to take a chunk. I've been pretty hands off in the allocation of them. They kind of decided themselves what they wanted and whatnot.
Nice.
We got some good real estate left too, though. Lots of options.
I have so many things I want to put in here.
There's like this whole area over here.
And now we're just kind of talking about what Von Rieg might look like from a gameplay perspective. I was describing
Ramifications.
how working with the different clans that you'll have to kind of put time in with the clans. Did you ever play WoW, Kyle?
I did not.
Okay, well, basically to get in good with the clans and actually get the services that might be valuable from them, you'll have to perform like small quests for them to kind of earn reputation and trust and to get to what you need from them. But by doing so, you have to be kind of smart about how that's going to work because some clans don't like each other. So you might have to be smart about when you talk to them or make sure that your tracks are covered and whatnot. All that kind of like political house of cards kind of game is gonna kind of be how it is.
Sure.
Yeah, and actually, this is kind of maybe a good question I have for all of y'all. Does anyone have any particular like expectations or what they're kind of hoping that this arc might be like? Because it's still pretty fluid, and I want it to be an enjoyable one. So if you have in your mind already a certain way that you're hoping it's going to go, I'd love to hear it so that I can make sure I'm on like the same page as all of y'all.
So I'd like it to really feel like we're in a city and only a city. Like we're not like so we're being sent to different districts to talk to certain people and there's certain connections and stuff that kind of helps that moves us around like I guess unnaturally, but like we would be going somewhere. It's like let's say we're in the Forge District and someone there is like, oh, you gotta talk to so and so over in the West Council. So like it kind of forces us to move around the whole city. Where it's like
Mhm.
we're not just having to randomly walk around everywhere we want to go.
Yeah,
Just like, and it makes it feel like you're in a city, like you're surrounded by buildings, and like maybe there's some street chase things going on or something. Like you just
yes, I definitely agree. I tried to be strategic with the clan placement so that to visit all of them, you would pretty much have to go everywhere in the city. Is I didn't want to put them all just in the middle district. So now everything you do is just in the middle district. You know what I mean? They're pretty spread out to try and kind of accomplish that to where you might be down talking to the Wolf Clan, and they'll be like, "Oh, well, you got to talk to someone up in the Stag Clan." So now you're having to go through. It basically forces you to walk past things, right?
and this is just everyone else could disagree with this, but like I would like it would be cool to me if this one was almost opposite of Ocaria in the way that it's more politically based than like we have some combat, but it's not like any main focal point at all. It's more like politically dancing around and trying to wordcraft our way around situations
That,
because we're trying to respect the whole like dwarven clan and all that kind of stuff going on, right? You know?
that's exactly what I was gonna say. And then on top of that, like I want there to be a lot of like high drama court moments where there's I don't know a big gathering of all the councilmen and like
Hmm.
a lot of different interactions where we have to deal with them in some way and then go deal with something else and then deal with them again. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that does. And I am 100% in agreement. I think that it would be um I think it would be correct to say that maybe Ocaria was our combat arc, and now Vonrigh will be our RP arc. Um,
And
it's especially what you said last there, Kyle, about how you might go talk to one clan and tell them one thing, which it upsets another clan, so you have to go over there and like kind of mosey it over with them, and you're basically just trying to juggle all of these different relations and promises and just political promises that you're like kind of trying to upkeep with all these different interests to get finally the most important interest, which is your own.
and I guess isn't like so the whole point of us being here is to try to convince the dwarves to help in the fight against the Yuan-Ti, right? Like that's the end all,
Yes,
like that's the end game what we're trying to do.
right.
But we come here, we're gonna realize, oh my god, this city's kind of fucked as far as like relations and politics go. So it's gonna be
Yeah,
more complicated than just saying, hey, join the war.
yes, and honestly, that's probably a good thing to bring back up is the reason why you're going,
Oh
um,
yeah.
which which is which is kind of what you just explained, Jacob. Basically, what you were told is that the dwarves can't currently, they're in a political gridlock where the clans are basically like 5 and 5 on helping out in this war and not helping because of a myriad of different political issues. Like there's a famine going on because they are blockaded, so the Kraken clan can't fish. Which is starving the people. And so like the Wolf Clan says like the last thing that we should be doing in a time like this is going out to fight in a war while our people are starving. We should be focusing just like on food gathering efforts. And so your goal is to come to the city to try and basically heal the political strife that's happening to get them to agree to come aid in the war.
So what I and it might not happen, right? But what I was gonna say is, being Thunder, I'm gonna be fucking stoked to hang out with other druids because the last time I did an acid trip and that was fucking amazing. And the
Mhm.
fact that the Lynx is like not a main clan, I will probably try to, as like we're walking around and like hanging out with other clans and doing deeds and good deeds or whatever the fuck. I'll also kind of mention like, Lynx are pretty cool too, because they have druids and they do this stuff for y'all, know. So I'll probably like I will try to like oversell the lower clans to kind of get them a voice eventually to get representation. That's probably not gonna happen, but that's probably how I would like to go.
Well, and I'm glad that you said that because I think this is another important point to stress is that there is obviously like a way that I have built for y'all to accomplish your goal and healing the city so that they can agree to come and help y'all and then everyone's happy, right? But that's not to say it's the only way. Um, I mean, there is a path for y'all basically to get one of the clans on the clan council off and replaced with a lower clan that would vote for you, right? Um,
Oh shit.
Vote
like
for
We're gonna
the
that,
play dirty.
worms.
like
Vote for the
that's a
worms.
that is a pathway, because you need the votes, and that's kind of what it all comes down to is you need the votes. So how do you get those votes? Do you play dirty inside with like the clan of the rat and the clan of the snake? Kill off the leader of the wolf, so now his clan is in disarray. Kill off the heir, and then you push your own clan to the top.
Oh, that's dirty.
I
And
mean, I
in
wouldn't I
game,
wouldn't tell you not to, right? I can't say, well, that doesn't work. Like,
in game, Jaryu knows all the ins and outs of these clans already, or he has some knowledge.
I would say he definitely has some knowledge of some,
Prob-
probably more than others.
Probably more than you, but like you have to
Yeah.
understand that the clan that I'm in is like ostracized by all of them. Like the
Mhm.
clan of the worm is like pretty universally hated by everybody.
And let me show you something, Kyle, that I showed them that might be helpful. If you go over to the home tab, and then click on the clans button,
Okay, I'm gonna have to study this.
and now
Yeah.
here, if you click on anything here, this is all clickable, and it'll bring you to each clan's like kind of like cheat sheet that gives you all their relationships, their duties, their clan leader. One thing that I stressed to them was that that friendships tab, the friendships list, I should say, is one-sided. Um, so you might see a friendship like the Ravens view the Wolves as friends, but that does not mean the Wolves view the Ravens as friends. I have strategically not included enemies or rivals because I think that's more fun for y'all to have to discover for yourselves instead of knowing it immediately. Um, but this will be helpful for all of you to understand kind of at least the base of the relationships between them, um, to get a better idea of how you want to pursue it. But yeah, I appreciate hearing what y'all are hoping for, and I think that it's a good sign that we are pretty aligned on, I think, what y'all are wanting, more of a political intrigue, RP based arc. That can still feature combat. It's not as though it'll be combat less.
So we're not killing everybody. Is that what you're telling
Investigation.
us? Okay.
Be some
Yeah,
investigation
I
type.
think it would be easy. I think an easy way to say that this will be a pretty close parallel, maybe consider it almost a training ground for me as a DM with the Lost City for this.
Oh, the Lost City was fun.
I think it'll.
Investigation, yeah.
Yeah,
Role
I love that
play,
one.
Yeah.
figuring things out.
Maybe Killer says what?
I think it'll feel much more like the Lost City than anything else that we've done, which is good, which is what I think we're all kind of wanting.
How funny would you think it would be if we came in here like trying to fucking take over Vonrigh? Like we just fucking
Yeah,
in the middle
own
of the
clan,
night.
and we're just
Not
take over it.
just to
Don't let the
topple the
bed
government.
bugs bite.
So then I start fucking popping.
Um, so, but for the timeline to wrap us up here, because I know it's almost 9. I expect that maybe it'll take 2 sessions or so to wrap up everything in Ocaria and to actually get y'all to Vonrigh. Y'all, it's not like y'all going to be going there next session, because there's still some loose ends that I think need to be wrapped up, and a couple other story elements that I want to introduce, and then get y'all to the city, which also gives us some time for like y'all's districts to build out, and just setting the stage for everything that's going on.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited.
This is good. This is a good little informative.
I have a lot to digest here.
Yes,
There's a
I will
lot. Yeah,
leave.
you click on all those buttons, man.
Time to make
Yeah.
some museums. Am I right?
I will leave y'all's campaign open. So for the rest of this week, y'all can access this
Thank you.
Good.
Appreciate
and
it.
read over them. On the I don't think I said it while you were here, Kyle, but on the actual map of Vonrigh, I'm gonna make all the clan icons clickable, like the bear. The bear currently has it, but the rest don't. So that y'all can leave your own notes about everything. All of the districts currently their names are clickable for y'all to leave notes, but it's going to be a for y'all resource, not really a for me resource.
Way ahead of you.
Where?
On my own Google Sheet.
Oh wow! I mean, that would be probably even better for all of y'all, to be able to like compile your notes together. Because
So when this says minor clan, how minor are we talking?
so the way I explained it to them is that the clan council is kind of like imagine this as like it's like a federation. There's not really a dwarven country. It's just this one group of they're all a unified nation of dwarves. And you can imagine the clan council is like the different states of the union that all send a representative to Congress to represent their needs and their people. So that would be the clan elder of each clan. And then, so you have the 10 major clans, the clan council that represent, they vote on stuff, blah, blah, blah. But those aren't the only clans in Norvask. So these minor clans are more almost like U.S. territories where they still have responsibilities to the dwarven people. They still perform jobs, and they are unified within their clans, but they do not have a vote at the clan council. They are not allowed to have formal relations with the major clans of the clan council.
Damn.
So yeah, they like kind of exist, but kind of don't at the same time. But it's more just to show that this clan system is a little deeper than just you're born into a clan and now you're in that clan. And I would think that even though I might not have the time to illustrate all of them, there are even more clans than the ones shown here. They're just smaller and less organized, and like backwater towns and whatnot. But these are kind of the 14 most represented clans.
It's plenty to work with.
And then this High Judge and High Priest buttons, those are also clickable on the runes that kind of give you an idea of the two. Like, it's basically like a dual presidency because everything the dwarves do is in twos, thanks to Balma and Mothra. So that also gives you their names and kind of what they do.
Oh, I see.
Then get to the map.
And then and then there's the map.
Vonrigh is
Yeah, I
awesome.
was looking at this when I first came in.
So yeah, if y'all don't have any other questions or anything like that before we all split, then I think that I'm good on my side. And feel free to reach out if you have any questions about the district things or any of the clans or
Yes.
anything like that. And I'll we can start building it.
I'm so excited, David.
How do you want
I'm
us to
glad.
message
I'm
you?
glad.
How do you want us to message you? Discord, WhatsApp?
Yeah, either of those work.
He responds in
I'm,
Discord better.
yeah, I'll probably be faster on Discord because I'm on my computer usually.
True.
But either one.
If it gets really bad, just send him a text.
That's when I know that I'm in trouble. A text message? Oh no.
Oh
David-
no.
David-
Oh
He
no.
goes to
Better
Discord and
better
there's 8
read it.
paragraphs. He's like, oh shit. Oops.
Wait, Hey David, for the prison, do you want me to like design the prison and like the prison system, or do you want me to have just like things in the prison?
Any and all that you want. If you want to
Okay,
do a prison,
Dude, the people, you should be
Wow,
thinking about
make
the
that
people
prison
that live there and
badass and
work there.
surprise
dude, it's
me
gonna
with
be
it.
badass.
yeah.
Yeah, the people that would
Make that
like.
thing badass as fuck.
Yeah, make us want to go.
Dude,
And
that's
Like
what
we
I'm
want to.
trying
Hey,
do.
can we get a tour of the prison, please? This place seems pretty fucking sweet.
and for something like this, is actually a good example for the clan thing. I would think honestly, from the way that I've built this, that like the prison like community, kind of like the guards and like the warden and all that, they would honestly be part of their own clan, like the clan of the Wolverine.
Oh,
But it's so small, you know, that like it's not like a
Yeah.
nationally affiliated clan, but they think of themselves, almost everything is clan based in their culture, so they would probably think of themselves in their own
Yeah.
Yeah, I see
occupational
that.
clan.
like they might have
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
from a different clan originally, but they've kind of created their own brotherhood fraternity.
offshoot.
Yeah.
That.
Because
Offshoot
it's all so
yeah.
job based. So whenever you're like in a career where everyone there is working in a prison, they like it's a prison clan, the Wolverine clan.
I like how the
That's
prison
pretty.
just looks like slums.
Yeah, it's not pretty. It's just rocks.
Hey, everyone, send me your email on either Discord or WhatsApp, and I'll link you to this chart I'm making for us.
Oh, sick. Yeah.
Yeah, our known
Chart.
friendship and alliance and hatred map, and we're gonna fill it out
Oh,
as we go.
dude,
Wait,
Sick.
what are you sending?
we're
What am
gonna
I
have like a
sending?
flow chart.
Just
All
send me
right,
your
if you're
email, and I'm
friends with
gonna
so and
link it.
so, then
Google
you're
Sheet.
an
Yeah, it's
ally
gonna be
with
fucking
so and
Clue.
so, but
Are you
then you're
doing a
an
draw?
enemy with so and so.
And then we're gonna have to find the murder weapons.
Are you using Draw IO or what are you using?
Google Docs.
Svenskar murdered Brugdir in the Boar clan house with the candlestick.
Spoilers.
Yeah, don't give it away, guys. Come on.
I have to scratch it out now.
You
The
have the
leader of
box.
the leader of the Rat Clan, Colonel Mustard.
Colonel Mustard.
In Vonrigh, I just imagine like once the baby is born, they put a magical hat on it, and it's just like there, horse. That's what
Oh
that
yeah,
belongs to.
like in the movie Ants when all the
Harry
ants are
Potter.
born, they just give him
Oh
like
yeah,
just give him like the
shovel.
helmet. He's a worker ant.
Yeah, yeah.
He's gonna be a horse clan member.
Oh wait, this is way easier. Sorry.
The high priest just comes in. He's like, he blesses him. He's like, Wolf Clan.
Yeah.
You are Wolf Clan.
And the mom, who's a Raven Clan, is like, no, wait, please.
Smart. He's smart.
Yeah, he's gonna be a genius. I know it.
I requested access.
Wait, what?
My phone is getting buzzed. I don't know why. Wait, let me try resending the link.
Eating hijacked.
Oh, you sent the link.
Okay, yeah, I'm resharing. Anyone with the link.
Google Docs. Hell yeah. Oh, so bright.
I was gonna say, Jacob is invisible.
Yep. That's what happens with the dark basement.
You are a light bulb.
Ah. If I sit,
No, this is
sit
fun.
back
This is
here,
cool.
it's not as bad.
That is cool.
Yeah, but
Look at it like this.
the only, I guess the only thing with this chart though, Kyle, is
This
like
is a joke.
the worms consider the ravens friends, but the ravens don't consider the worms friends.
Yeah, so you always read it from the x-axis.
Okay.
And right now, I've only gotten to friendships. If there's a friendship and an alliance, I might have to do a color for shared.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
I don't think I have anyone that is an ally that is also a friend. I think they're
That
gonna
didn't make sense.
I'm glad
Oh,
we're
yeah.
creating flowcharts and spreadsheets and shit for our D&D.
But no,
chart.
so like when we
Yeah, dude, I was
come
like, my brain
across, like when
thinking-
we learn something like about some clan has a secret alliance or something, we can mark it here.
Oh, also, I don't know. He didn't show
Very
you this,
true.
Kyle. I don't think, but we can click in the map. So like we can click on like the district, or we can click on the Bear Clan House, and we can put in notes in the map.
Yeah.
That
For sure, yeah, we'll definitely do both. Y'all help me fill this shit out.
I don't know how it works.
All I'm doing is going through the pages. David
I
on
can
the
help. I
clan
can help.
pages. No,
If
not
it
you,
would be
David.
easier, if it would be easier too, I can also upload those pictures in Discord so that you don't have to like reference them like in Foundry, like click between all of
So
them.
David,
I
I
want.
know since
Well,
this would be
half
Alright.
of us
less
could
time
do it all
consuming,
in Boundary though.
I would
That's
like
half of it.
the rest of the world maps to be in the maps tab first, because I know that'll be easier, right? You should just put a link with the name on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that definitely would. And I mean, I don't mind adding one that's like instead of Vonrigh, it just says like cities, and then uploading like all the city maps I have because I have
Yeah.
quite a
I just
few.
want to go look back at some of them and just, be like, oh,
Some of them
dude,
are some
remember
of them are pretty
Refuge?
ugly now.
Yeah.
Some of
Well,
them
like
don't
the
look great.
first time we went to Long Rest, right? That was like a pretty minor
Yeah,
map.
it was pretty bad. I was looking at it actually the other day because I was cleaning up my D&D folder. I was like, damn, this is. And at the time, it was so much work, but I just didn't have like what I have now. So I was like, wow,
Well, you know
this
what?
is.
You can just be like, oh no, it got deleted and I had this new one. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, the same thing happened to Ocaria, kinda. I was like, old Ocaria was like, was
Yeah,
this,
Old Carrier
and
had
then
like 10 shops in it.
yeah, and then new Ocaria is like massive. Trying to find the long rest map. This is the old Ocaria map.
remember,
It's just
remember
nothing.
we were at
Oh
the
yeah.
menagerie? Remember that?
Yeah.
The Menage.
We're
The
getting ready.
menage,
Ready.
dude.
We got a
to the
whole
circus,
show.
bro. I was
Oh,
actually kind of
dude,
stoked that we were gonna do it, and then David's like, "No,
that
get
map's
away."
that map's dope though.
I mean, it's really pretty.
That
I
map
like
looks
that
like a good,
ISO.
like a small port map almost. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. I
Yeah.
really
Where's
like
the
the ISO like that.
Like maybe
Yeah.
not Ocaria, but that could be like some of those smaller maps or something. Like
Here's a
Mulberry Manor? Not
yeah.
that, but like that kind of size little towns.
yeah, or even
with
just like
a minor
Moordale or
lord.
Plymouth or
Yeah.
Rivington.
This is
Hugs
Barrel
End.
Run.
Hugs
Hugs
End.
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 Yeah.
Hugs beginning.
Oh yeah, no, that one worked good time. I
Yeah,
like
Hey,
that,
that
David,
that that one
if
was fine.
Which
David,
one was
if I
this?
That one was
create
awesome. That's when we went over across
That's
the
Marrow
ocean.
Run.
Marrow Run. Yeah, that's perfect.
David,
It's
if
got
I
the
create
longhouse.
a
Yeah, we met.
Hey, what?
30-page backstory of Hug's beginning and make a map for it and an entire lore section, will you add it?
Oh,
Zelda?
100%. 100%.
38.
That's just content. That's pure content.
And I love it because like we're probably never gonna go there and interact with
Yeah,
it,
right.
but it's
Yeah.
like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, if you ever want to know, there's 30-page lore on this Hugs End right here.
It's like
Yeah,
it's like a town with
exactly.
like 4 buildings in it.
Yeah.
But the history is steep.
I'm gonna do Ice and Arrow for sure because that's Ripjaw's beginnings right there. And I
Yeah, that'd
actually
be
kind
cool.
of already made lore for that a little bit with my backstory, so that makes sense. Someone should do like a far west town over here, because like we don't know anything about this shit over here.
Oh, I don't have edit access. Sorry.
What the fuck?
You're just gonna have to do it on your own, Kyle.
I think
I
if you
know.
go up to the thing, you
Hold
can
on.
change the. You
Yeah.
have to send a new link.
Editor. No, I think it's anyone with that link now. Try.
Alliance. Worm.
Oh yeah.
none.
Yeah.
Nah,
Can I just gray out worm? The worm
There we
Oh,
go.
I can't
column.
edit anything. Wait, hold on. Let me refresh.
I can edit.
There we go.
Like if I just go like
Problem solved.
Mm.
Huh.
Two different shades.
What?
there, like
What?
does that work?
And then you would also need to do it across the bottom. Yeah.
And you also need to
Oh,
put
yeah,
the
yeah.
legend, okay? You can't just
Wait, so if I put it in the because they consider themselves friends with the Raven. So would I put that in the column or row of worm?
So one
Yeah,
thing.
that's just throwing me off.
Kyle, add. We need to add enemies. We don't know whose enemies per the
Yeah.
the lore things that David told us, but we're gonna find those out over time. So we definitely need to.
Yeah,
add
we're just gonna go around with the clipboard and interview the elders.
Mhm.
So who
So
do you
who
hate?
don't you like?
This is so
Well-
easy. I don't know why David couldn't just give us this, but it's okay.
Well, should we also have unfriendly?
I'm sure.
Sure.
I'm sure none of this is secret information. Any member of any clan
this
could
is
tell
just
us
an
this.
easy
Right. If I go
way
talk
for
to
us to
Wolf
help.
Clan, they're gonna be like, "Fuck the Ox Clan. Fucking
Yeah.
hate those guys."
And then we go.
I'm
pull
like,
up the
okay,
chart,
noted,
check
got
the
it.
box.
Okay.
Yeah, we pull out our spreadsheet and we're like, "Okay, then click."
Yeah, pull
guys-
out an Excel spreadsheet.
You
guys-
laugh now.
I know, but it's gonna be
No,
really helpful.
no. I'm just saying, like,
No,
in
like,
game, we pull out our Excel
in game, we pull out
spreadsheet.
our Excel spreadsheet. That's what we were.
Yeah, like we have like a tablet.
Like I see Thunder and he goes, interesting, and pulls out a giant spreadsheet and starts marking shit on it.
Yeah.
I only see those little clue pads.
Yeah, and while you're writing something, you see a little cell get highlighted with someone else's name on it, and they're writing something in it. Interesting.
I think if we introduce Excel in the game, I think that would revolutionize the world.
Dude, we make so much money.
Like a 20-part quest for you all to develop it all.
Alright guys, we're extending the Mount Nova arc out. You're no longer heroes. You're now data entry clerks.
Developers.
Well,
Data
I mean,
entry
don't you have to?
developers.
You have to invent the computer first, right? Have any of you guys read the
Exactly.
3-body problem?
I have not, but I know of it.
Free
There's
body?
3.
No, the 3-body problem. It's like a sci-fi book, but there's like a whole like video game, like a VR game in the book about like how they go in and they organize like these masses of people into like functioning analog circuit boards to create a computer of like people that all like raise. It's really complicated, but that's what I think of. Never mind.
We're gonna
I
turn
dig it.
Vonrigh into the collective to create a computer to defeat the snakes.
Okay, I started reading the blade itself too, by the way.
Oh yeah, how far are you?
Like I got to the part where Galacta is basically he just like I'm very beginning, so like he just arrested the treasury dude.
Okay, that's super early. Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll have to let me know what you think as you get through it.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're done here once I do this last one. Lynx, bears, and wolves.
Nice.
So wouldn't the snake
Okay.
also be pretty much unfriendly with everybody except for
The rats.
Oh yeah,
The rat.
everyone hates them with the rats.
so that would be green. And then are they unfriendly with
Wait.
everybody else though? I don't remember.
Wait.
Snake is already correct.
What?
I think you just made.
As far as
The
we know,
snake,
they're
the snakes are friendly with the rat, but you don't know if the rat is friendly with the snake.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
You have to read it from like who likes who from the B column going out to see if they like them.
Yeah, so like on the Worm Clan, the worms like the ravens, so that would be green on the worm column P10.
I thought the worms.
Yeah, the worms like they consider them
Oh,
friends,
okay, yeah.
but not the other way around.
Oh
So
my
then,
God.
yeah, this would.
Yeah,
Wouldn't the clans be friendly with themselves?
they're blacked out.
Yeah, they're
with
blacked out.
No.
They can't be friendly or allies with themselves because
But
they're themselves.
Kyle, the ravens don't consider the worms friends.
Right. So if you go to Raven and then go to Worm,
Worm. It would be
oh,
purple.
It should be. I didn't put that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna view cell history to see who did this.
Somebody-
Anonymous user. What the fuck is this bullshit?
Got him.
Someone's hacking in our system. They know what's going on.
We're gonna really mess with these D&D nerds.
I had already made it purple, so
I
Wasn't
see
me.
a lot of
I like
purple.
this.
Anonymous Loris. What the hell?
Anonymous
look
Gopher.
up
What the fuck
top.
is-
Look at our emblems up
Well,
here.
Dude, it's so anonymous.
Anonymous ferret, anonymous Dumbo octopus, anonymous.
Well, whoever
Loris.
Anonymous Loris is, they did it.
Who the fuck is Kyle Smith?
I'm a fucking ferret.
Wait, Kyle, one last time. The worms consider the ravens friends. So in P10, that cell should be green, right? And then, but the ravens don't consider the worms friends. So then cell J16 should be purple still.
No. The ravens do not consider the worms friend, right?
Yeah.
Then P10 should be this
Purple.
color.
Purple. This one should
Because
be
And
green.
worms.
J16.
I want this to be in
Yeah,
canon. Us having this
worm.
discussion. We're trying to figure this shit out.
Okay, I see. Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
the worm. So read it going east-west.
That's
from
what this
the map.
area. I need
We're
to-
actually
Yeah.
role playing right now.
And
Yeah.
then wait. No,
Yeah, this
that
is like
doesn't
us sitting around on a notepad.
Yeah.
Like,
I
trying to
like,
figure
I
out
like to imagine all the long scroll of parchment that you're writing all of this down on.
Yeah.
We're just erasing a whole bunch of stuff. There's like scribble marks everywhere.
And I want someone from one of the clans to walk by and be like, "We don't fucking like them. That's wrong."
Yeah.
They're like, "Fuck." Does this look right to you, sir?
Yeah, go to the Raven Clan and ask
we
them
need to
what's
start
correct.
polling people. I'm telling you.
Yeah, dude, we're starting Gallup polls.
Could we do that? Could we have someone like make polls for us to hand out?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna do a census for
That's
sure.
what you do with the Raven Clan. That's their whole purpose, right?
Hell yeah. We're
This
gonna
is
get this
awesome.
shit figured out.
I
I
have to hop,
imagine that
but
if you
but
bring
I'm
up
loving it.
if you bring up
You never
the
saw that
poll,
coming, huh?
if you
Gallup
bring up
polls.
a poll to the Raven Clan, they get all excited and giddy about it and be like, "Oh
Yeah.
yes, a poll!" They already have them like pre-written out, and they're like, "Okay, which one do you want?"
Yeah, as of yesterday, this is the current information.
Here's the current information, and here's all the poll results that we've been gathering over the last few weeks. And
It is funny. Okay, I'm gonna hop, but if y'all
Peace
need help with
out.
any of this, let me know.
Bye,
Alright, now.
devil.
Bye,
David.
Good night,
Clark. Bye,
guys.
David.
Night.